Welcome to another episode of the Dragons Den podcast. Today's guests are Skip Boudreaux, Lonnie Spell, Troy Martin, and Dore. This is not your normal episode. These four guys spent about 6 years together at the same station, and there are many ridiculous stories that came out of this group. I want to apologize in advance for my audio. We have brand new equipment, and we're working out the kinks. We had a game plan. That didn't work. We shifted to other game plans that also didn't work. In the future, if this comes up, we do have a better plan. I cut out some of my bad audio, so you may notice some jump cuts, and you may miss the context of some of the stories. The most important part is that the guests were heard, and their stories are documented. Thanks again for listening.
Intermission. Yeah.
I get a what?
A break. I mean, like
a break? Oh, no, there's no breaks.
Intermission.
All the way through.
Straight through the mission.
We can though. We can pause it and keep going. All right.
So it's okay if we drink beer though.
Yes, we said this already.
Can we curse?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Can't curse? Oh, I don't want to curse.
Okay.
All right. So, welcome to what I believe is the fifth episode, right? The fifth episode of the Dragons Den podcast. We have with us our co-host with the most, as usual. We got Skippy Grisham. We got Dore. We got Troy Martin. We got back with us Chief Lonnie Spell. And then we have another newcomer. We got Chief Skip Boudreaux with us.
Skip and Skippy.
Yeah, we got Skip and Skippy. So with this podcast, gentlemen, this when I first started this whole thing, I said that I was going to go two routes with it. And I know that I've talked to both of y'all already with it for sure. And maybe you, Skip, is that I wanted to go two different routes. I wanted to go the old stories from the firemen and then the more serious conversations. When I talked about the old stories and trying to preserve some of that history of our fire department, it was Troy that actually was the seed of the person that I thought, like, man, when I bring somebody on, the guy that's always positive on the fire department, always telling the old stories, it was really Troy. And I'd worked with you as a fireman for a couple of years. I'd worked with you as a driver for 2 or 3 years. And you always telling stories. So I said, man, I'm gonna get Troy on. I want to hear the egg story. I want to hear the lemon story. I want to hear the ice. I want to hear all the stories. And then what ended up happening is as we went through the process, it was like, well, Chief Spell was there at the same time. And I was like, well, shit, Bebo was a fireman with him. Bebo was getting included in the stories. And then I heard Skip was, and I was like, man. So at first we were just going to include, maybe it was just going to be maybe Spell and Troy or maybe Bebo and Troy. But then I was like, man, let's just get them all in together in the same room and just have them talk. And I told y'all before, it could be Station 6 stories. That's mostly what I'm kind of, the what brought us all together, because that's where y'all spent a lot of y'all's time
Station
together.
6, yeah.
But really, if it drifts out, y'all know that you'll have free reign to kind of go out for other stuff that happened in y'all career. So
You realize it's been about 30 years since we've been together.
right. So that was the other thing that I was going to ask y'all. At some point, I'm gonna give up this mic and I'm gonna give it to Bebo. I know you probably didn't hear what he said, but it's been a little while since they've been in the same room together. But I wanted to know, how long do y'all think it's really been since all four of y'all have been together in the same room? What do y'all think?
Let's see. That was
97, 98.
90. We got promoted to driver.
Right.
That has been so. It has been a long time.
I would say we probably stayed together maybe like 6 years. So
I think so.
Something
Yeah.
like that. 6 years. Yep.
So to me that's cool. That we got all the way back
That's a
from
long time to
1990.
stay all together
Yeah, all together.
Correct.
at one station.
Right.
It don't usually happen, but
But not only that, but y'all haven't been in the same room together
I
to
know.
even
Yeah.
talk about and share these
I know.
stories since the late 90s. And to me that's cool. And I'm really looking forward to that. So the way we always start it, and we're gonna leave Chief Spell out of this process, and because he's done this process when he was on with Gerard Saunier, is we go through one by one. And it could be brief if you want it to be brief. If not, if you got a little something extra to say, go for it. Feel free. But we go through how you got into the fire department, what was basically your journey into the fire service, and then how you, how you move through it if you want to go down that route. But I'm more interested in the backstory, and we're gonna give Skip a little more time because he's got more of the history, more of the deep history that I'm really looking for. And like I said, we'll skip Spell. You're gonna watch episode 2 if you want to hear Chief Spell's
Tapping on the table.
tapping on the table the whole time. But we fixed it. If you notice, I meant to give you oven mitts today. But we didn't.
Nervous or what?
Well, constant. Happy hands. But he said he wouldn't happen again. But I said, we're not even going to take that risk.
Yeah.
We're just going to stick a boom mic in front of him and tell him not to touch it.
I'm gonna obey this time.
Well, we'll see. But like I said, we'll go through. We can skip it. He's on episode 2, and then the same thing. Troy, talk about your entrance into the fire service, and then the same thing with Bebo. From that point on, it's free reign. I got a whole list of notes of stuff y'all can talk about.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be in any one particular deal, but we'll let y'all go from that point. So, Chief Boudreaux, if you don't mind, go ahead and tell us about yourself, how you got into the fire service.
Okay, I started in the fire service in November of '71, and when I started, there was no air packs. The trucks were convertible, and you rode on the back.
And the wheel
And when
was
it-
just invented.
And when it would rain, when I drove, when it would rain, the captain had to do the windshield on the inside, and I did the windshield on the outside, because that's how old they were. And they had 5 stations at that time when I started. I mean, it kind of got bigger and bigger as it went on, but when Wayne Prejean became chief, it really started to get updated. Our gear, our air packs, the trucks, really started to get updated. And then after Wayne, the next chief was Jack Montesquieu, and he kind of updated the newer trucks with the enclosed cab, air conditioning, and all that. They really got updated. And then after that was Harris Chauvin. I got promoted to district chief under Harris Chauvin's reign, and it took me 17 years to make district chief, and I stayed district chief from 17 years on to 33 years on. And that was probably the best time I had on the fire department when I was a district chief. It was the most fun, being with everybody and going to all different stations and having kind of free reign, do what you wanted to do during the day. You know, that was me, because I don't like to talk that much, but I like to go visit everybody and bullshit with everybody. But
How many DCs at the time, Chief? 1, 2.
when I got promoted, it was 3.
Yeah, 3.
Three DCs at a time, and no swing DC. The guy would step up to take your place when you'd go on vacation. And in my 9th year, I made captain. And then I was on swing, but I had to go 2 crews. I'd swing on A crew and B crew.
Damn.
Then when I switched from one crew to the other, sometimes they were on their days off, and I'd start on my days off. So I had like 6 or 8 days off in a row. And then when I had to work my last day and start their first day, well, I'd get overtime. I did that for 2 years. It was all right. I mean, moving around like that till I got a little seniority, then I started to be able to pick my station and all that. But I mostly worked most of my career was on the south side of town. 5, 6, 8. Most of those stations, my whole career was those 3 stations. I never worked on the north side of town permanently. I did exchange of time, but never worked there permanently on the north side of town.
How many years did you do, Chief?
33.
You did all, okay, you did 33 in a drop.
Yeah.
Maybe you did 30 in a drop.
3rd in a drop. That's what I did.
When did you land at Station 6 with the clowns?
He was already there.
I was there. I inherited them. See, I was there probably 10 years, maybe 11 years. I stayed at 6. The last 11 years of my career was at 6. And they came in.
That's when he retired
Yeah.
after us.
When they came in, I left.
Did you have the opportunity to get the assistant chief?
Yes.
You just passed it up, you like where you were?
I liked where I was. And at that time, the assistant chief made $90 a month more than me.
It wasn't worth it.
And he had all the headache and everything. He was stuck at the central, no going out. And I said, that ain't for me. So
I mean,
think
there
2 or
wasn't no
3
getting no
guys.
ice cream.
Yeah. But I was closer to the ice cream if I'd have been AC. But yeah, I'd have been by myself. No, that's when we had a. But the,
Stop touching the mic, Marty.
Sorry.
see, back then the district chief.
Chief Bell, you're doing a great
You want me to take care of that?
Sorry. Sorry, Chief Bell, go ahead.
When they came, the district chief had a driver, so he was my driver. But I wouldn't let him drive because in an emergency run, I said, no, you ain't driving me, I'm driving. So he would ride along. That's when we'd get the ice cream. We'd ride along. Or some tea. Let's go get some tea. Let's go to Albertsons and get some ice cream.
And Rick's.
And
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Okay, you finished? Because you really got on.
This is gonna turn. Keith Bell's here. He's most likely gonna stay quiet through most of it. I think it's
Yeah.
This is gonna probably end up.
Yeah, but I was the pit.
Yo, he was. He was.
Yeah, he was the pit.
All right, Chief, you good?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Let's kick it over to Marty.
Okay.
He's chomping at the bit.
Yeah.
Quit touching that, Marty.
I won't. I'm good right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I came on in 1990. I had no clue that I wanted to be a firefighter.
Yeah, he was still shitting green when he came.
When I graduated from high school, I went to work with my uncle at the glass shop, and I started doing that. And I'll never forget, probably that was in '79, back in '82 or '83 when Chris Domain came on. He came up to me because we all were good buddies in school. He goes, "Troy, I'm getting on the fire department." And this was back in '82 or '83. I'm not sure when he got on. But I said, no. He says, come on, we're going to go and take the test, and we're gonna be a fireman. I said, well, when I found out what they were making, I said, man, I'm still better off over here. And I'm kind of glad I did, because I learned the trade of being a glass man, which I do now, have my own business. And
This episode brought to you by
American Glass Repair and Replacement. Yeah. So whenever back in the day, whenever
How many times are we gonna go through this?
oh,
Yeah. Right. Help
it's
this.
Bebo,
it's
His
dropping.
whole career. That's his whole fucking career.
Bebo. Now you know why I read getting the ice cream.
There you
Bebo,
go.
he put windshield in
Okay, I'm gonna leave it
1979.
alone.
He's still fucking.
Okay, and
He got on the fire department. He was 45.
so the thing about it is, when I got
Social
on,
Security.
He's still messing up
the glass company, he says, my uncle said that he was gonna close it down. And I said, well, I kind of need a job. And I went back to Chris and I said, Chris, are they hiring? He goes, take the test and do all that and see if you can get on. So what I did was, before I got on over there, I went work at the airport for 2 years, just because I was on a waiting list. And whenever that, because I needed a job. So whenever the city called me, I left the airport, got on the city, and it was a great career. I tell you what, I'll never ever smash the fire department, because it was just a great career for me to have. And
That's something with Marty. Every time you were with me, and I can vouch for you saying that, you would repeat that all the time. That stuck with me. That
Yes.
really stuck with me.
Yes.
And you would say constantly, number one, you never showed up in a bad mood. I never saw you come to work. You might have been a little more down than normal, but you were never depressed. You were never unhappy. And you always said, I love the fire department. The fire department has done so much.
Oh,
for
yeah.
me. It's taken care of me.
Yeah.
It's put food on the table.
That's right.
That stuck with me as a lasting thing of, I agree with you. The fire department is a great job.
Exactly.
I always appreciated your
And
positivity
you know,
towards
they had elderly people like people that's been on way before me, like Skip. He used to say, you're not going to make big money. It's kind of like how they used to say, it's kind of like an insurance plan. It's a long term. In other words, you're not going to make a whole lot of money, but when you're going to retire, you're going to be okay. And that always stuck with me. That yeah, you won't make the big money now. You might have to get you a part-time job and put two jobs together, but at the end, it's going to pay off. And boy, they were right. And I just I enjoyed my whole career and being with these guys. These were like family, and they still are, man. Mm-hmm.
All right. So you said, how many years of service you did?
34.
You had
34.
34. So right here, you're talking about 99 or 100 years just in this corner. This is pretty impressive. Mr. Dore, Captain Dore.
Yeah, I got on in 1993. I was 20.
No, mine is 90.
So you had 3 years on me. Yeah. And I was 23 years old, and I was working with my dad, and I'll never forget when I went to training, I was making $10 an hour. When I went into training, my first check was $300 for 2 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck did I get into? Oh my God.
First cuss word.
It's
$6.94.
$6.94.
694.
Yeah, yeah. We had shirts. We were fighting for a raise, and we had shirts made. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll work for food and fight fires for free. But remember that?
But diesel was 72 cents a gallon. I remember. I had a diesel.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, he had a tank. He had a tank, dude.
Yeah, let me pause you real quick. Chief, what was the hourly rate roughly when you came on?
It was $400 a month
What was it for the month?
for the month.
Making 300 a check. He was making 400 a month.
400 a month. And then after 6 months, I took my first class. I got first class. It was a $10 raise.
Well,
$14.
he's talking about gross. No, ours gross was, I want to say it was $1,800 a month. I think. Huh?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was 1,200. Yeah. Yeah.
$6.94.
$6.94 an hour. That's right. And we had shirts. Is your life worth $6.94 an hour? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were. No.
And a lot of us still liked our job at $6.94.
So like I said, when I got on, my mom and dad knew a bunch of old firemen. T. Don, Tony Romero. A lot of the older guys, and you remember that they were all from the north side of town, which
Oh, a bunch of them from
where I
the
grew
north
up at, and so she had convinced me to get on, and I know that they won't like this, but actually, Oda Abear helped me too. He convinced me also. He came on with Marty, and no, I enjoyed it. I had a good career. I was there for 28 years. 25 in the drop. Yeah. At 28, I left as a captain. Yeah. I was number one for DC, and but it was just the business was doing well, and I just.
And he was
He was the captain back in the time.
He was our captain, and
Yeah.
it was the DC.
I was the district chief.
And Lonnie was the driver. And
We were the two firemen.
to farm.
Yep.
So let me start. When we got there, there was no such thing as infrared stuff. Okay, so what about 9 months into our
You mean thermal?
thermal? Yeah,
Yeah.
thermal.
Horns.
Well, about 9 months into when me and Marty got there, Russell comes up to us. He says, "Hey, boys," he says, "if y'all don't volunteer for this spot, 2 guys are gonna bump y'all out of here next year." Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna volunteer. Hell yeah, and that's what kept us in there forever.
Yeah.
Because I was a junior fireman. I was the least seniority, and Marty had a little seniority.
Skip, Russell said y'all gonna have to go to a class and take this class to be to ride with the DC
to get
because
certified
they
in
had
this
one
thing.
helmet and
Yeah,
right.
going
Yeah,
It was
What-
a big red helmet with this thing that would come down right.
like a helicopter pilot.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And every time you went in, it fogged up.
we would take our turns. We'd take our turns ride with Skip, the DC.
each hitch.
Yeah,
Each hitch we would alternate, and our station was like Russell was the daddy, Skipper as a DC, he was probably I could say like the older brother,
the grandpa,
and then you had Lonnie.
the grandpa that would let us do everything.
Yeah, Lonnie was the other one, the other brother,
Lonnie
and then
was
it was me, and then Bebo was probably the baby brother. You know what I'm saying? And the age is all messed
And
up.
then
but that's-
and then they all from Scott. I was from the north side of town, so I was an
right.
outcast.
But I mean, which y'all want to talk about first? You know what I'm saying? He did like Lonnie the best.
Yeah.
There's about 4 stories.
And I got excused of everything.
Oh yeah,
And I
dude.
didn't ask for it.
Oh yeah, the truck burned up. It's me and Troy's fault.
No,
No,
if
no,
it
no.
did though.
Or if Lonnie wrapped it around a pole, it's me and Troy's fault.
Or if y'all miss the street, or is them two.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that
he
happened.
did. He fussed at him
Oh yeah.
Fuss at him.
when I missed the street.
Okay. Okay. So, we could. Okay. Well, the one of them was Russell always hated because we were farming and we had to wash the dishes, and you know, a lot of times Russell hated the water to stay in the sink
Overnight.
after you wash the dishes.
Careful how you talk about my captain.
And make sure you dump the sink out and clean it with Comet, because we had that old white sink there that he wanted it clean. Well, 2:00 in the morning might have been B.
And that's when Russell would
it was
wake
like,
up.
No, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning.
No, he wouldn't sleep.
No, he'd wake up.
Yeah, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning when he woke up.
He wouldn't sleep.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep on the sofa.
Right.
Sleep on the sofa. He wouldn't
and
sleep.
clicked on the lights in the bedroom, and he says, "Marty, Bebo, get your butt back in the kitchen and dump that water and clean that sink."
Can I say exactly how he said it?
Go ahead.
He walks in, he says, he flips on the light, says, "Y'all two motherfuckers, get the fuck up, get the fuck in the kitchen right the fuck now." So we were like, yeah.
That's it.
So we're like, "Oh my God, what's up? What's up, Russ?" And we in our drawers and our t-shirt. So that was before they built the door there, the walk-through door. So we standing in the thing. "I told y'all two motherfuckers I didn't want the fucking water in that fucking sink. Motherfucker, y'all know how much I fucking hate it." So we're like,
exactly
"Russell,
what he said.
Russell." So in the same time, Rolani walks through. He says, "Oh, sorry, Russell, that was me." "Oh, okay." And me and
Wait.
Troy looked at each other.
Okay,
like,
y'all can go
what
back to
the-
Y'all go back to bed.
What the fuck just happened? We got
So
our
I-
asses chewed.
So whenever he was calling them out, I sat up in bed like, well, I wonder what's wrong. Then I hear about the water in the sink, like, oh, that's me. So I got up and like, oh, Russell, that's me. That's not. He says, oh, okay, y'all go back to bed.
At least he was man enough to come say it and not let us ride it out like I did with Troy.
Well, there was one time, Lonnie, we were going on a call, and yeah, we're going on a call, and we heading out there, and next thing I know, Lonnie's in this subdivision, and Bebo and I see the trucks over there, but they 1019 us. They said whoever the first truck was, they said we can handle it.
Lonnie was
All
fixing to get
all the other trucks can
tonight.
can 1019 can leave the scene. Well, we were like in a subdivision, but we saw the lights. We weren't far off. We were like the next road
We were
over.
in- we were in Fox Chase.
Bebo and I said, me and Bebo tapped each other and said, "They over there." He missed the road. Well, Russell heard us. He goes, "That's y'all too. Y'all too. Y'all mapping your jaws. You distracted him. That's why he missed it." I said, "Oh God, okay."
We
Now, here's
passed
the
him
other
up.
side of that.
Hey, we passed him up. Troy says, "Those trucks, they must be on another call right there."
Yeah.
So Lonnie says, "Oh, I could get to it through here." He says, "Yeah, through Boudreaux's yard, through Boudreaux's backyard, yeah."
He goes, "Y'all
So-
cutting up in the back, and that's what happened. Y'all distracted him."
So that call was on the way north end of our district. So Engine 11 was going to beat us there. So I go down another road. But when I turned in, it was the second part of Fox Chase, the new development, and it didn't connect. And so we turn there, and as soon as we get in there, they tell us, "Oh, you can everybody clear." And I thought, "Oh, thank God. Oh, I missed the street. They're not going to catch me." And then these two investigators in the back, "Hey, look, there's some trucks over there. What they doing over
They
there?"
must be on another
Like,
call.
And Russell fussed at them.
Oh, yeah.
We were hose testing one time, so we had engine 6 in the back, man, and all of a sudden, remember that hose busted,
I'm trying to.
and we were testing hose, and all of a sudden that hose bust. We started doing that, and me and Marty, we were behind the little building in the back, and so Lonnie said, "Hey, y'all go get it." I said, "Fuck you, that's your truck."
Wasn't his fault. It was never.
No, it
no.
wasn't his fault.
No.
no.
And then there was another time we
Had Russell known about it, it would have been our fault.
Yeah. We were coming back from a call, and it was a weird intersection. Like one side yielded and one side stopped. Well, I just missed it, and I was supposed to stop. There was no cars coming, so I just go right through. And then them two clowns in the back. Oh, the pet missed the stop sign. Russell turned around and fussed at him. If you would shut up in the back of that, he wouldn't miss it.
That was all the time, dude. That was all the time. He couldn't do no wrong. He couldn't do no wrong. Oh, it's the kitchen sink deal.
Yeah.
Ever since then. Yeah, that was the
That was
start.
the start. Yeah.
Yeah.
And never quit from there.
Nope.
They made that up. The pet, they made those two.
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we said it when we were walking back to bed.
You did.
The
When you
fucking-
passed me by?
I said, Marty, he's like a fucking pet. Like a teacher's pet.
Now, what's funny, I talked to you about it. I heard about the trick or treat. I told you this years ago, and I thought it was you that said it, but we had discussed it later about making up a concoction. Instead of cleaning the station, you make up a concoction of smell good stuff. And you walk through the station, and the chief would come in and go, "Oh, y'all did a good job cleaning in here." And I
That's-
asked people
that's
about it.
Lonnie came up with that.
It sounds like something that he would have said,
We did that for Charlie
but
Yeah.
not with. Go ahead.
because Charlie wanted to be like military spick and span, cleaning everything.
Yeah.
And so we would mix up something strong, and it probably was flammable. And we'd spray it all off station, and Charlie would come and like, smells clean in here. But it wasn't.
The floor, but the floor
tell you that. Yeah.
Because what you said was,
Oh yeah, Lonnie always took care of his shit.
but
And
at the same time, it was him.
yeah.
It wasn't the whole time.
yeah. Lonnie, remember that time I was messing with you on the radio in the unit? And I was on 3A.
No,
We're doing radio
maybe
check.
I do. I don't know.
You were checking your truck, and I was in
53.
your unit.
My unit, yeah.
And so I get on the radio. I said, Lonnie, spell report to the office. Lonnie, and I was going through the PA. Lonnie, spell report to the office. Lonnie, spell report to the office. And I put it down. I realized, oh, shit, I'm on 3A. So I open the door and I look back. Russell's on the phone in the office.
With his glasses like this on the tip of his nose.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tony Romero had called already. He was our assistant chief.
He's the AC.
Yeah.
He
And
was strict too.
but oh yeah, we had Tony in our pocket though. You know.
Yeah,
Because
Russell.
we'd feed him.
Yeah, we feed him.
What do you
Yeah. No, he says, "What the hell?" Russell chewed my ass, but Tony just said, "What the hell is he doing?"
Tony would go and do inspections. The AC would do that at the time.
Inspect the station for clean.
And he would go with a pad, and he'd come to station 6, and he'd give it to one of us here. And he'd go inside and eat.
It's true.
The reason why Russell would cook, Russell would cook every day.
every day.
Every day. I'm talking about a full meal and dessert. Every day. And he would invite all the white shirts.
The DC's
Not
in
all
AC.
the white shirts.
No, not all of them. I mean, they had one. I want to say, but he would invite like the AC, and that's when he would come. When he'd come to eat, he'd give us the pad. Y'all go check the station, make sure everything is good, and it was all good.
But Chris,
All good. Oh,
Chris, I think this is worth saying. Like, in my 34 years, I can think of some crews that all different personalities, and they got together for a couple of years and they gelled, and it was like that. They all just got promoted out. Like Station 5 on A Crew was like when Gerard, Elliot Roger, David Hyatt, they were all there. That crew was great, man. They were great at everything. And then they all got promoted out and they all moved on. And then that's how it was for us.
Yep.
We were, I don't want to say this sound bragging, but we were good at fires. We did that good too. So we turned the switch on whenever it was to get in the truck. But besides that,
Russell,
it was
rarely-
non-stop comic hour.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Russell rarely went into a fire. Yeah.
No.
Not that he was scared or nothing.
Oh no, he was very good.
But he was a very good firefighter. He just trusted me and him really a lot.
I never forget that brings up another one. We were probably on maybe over there 4 years, and I get a call first. They go, Troy, do you want to step up a motion? I said, step up. He goes, yeah, to drive the truck. He goes, you're not going to be an engineer, but you're going to just step up and drive the truck for a while. So I go, okay, hold on one second. Well, I went to ask Russell. I said, Russ, I said, they want me to step up. You know, Russell, don't you dare take that. You're not ready to drive. And but Russell was the type, he didn't want to lose us, okay?
Yeah.
So I said, don't do that. You don't take it. You know, you're not a driver. You're not going to take the step up. So I said, okay. So I called back the AC and I said, no, I'm going to pass it up. Well, it goes down and guess what? Gets to him. Hey, people, do you want to step? Do you want to step up a motion? I take it. So
I didn't know they
he goes
talk.
up. He goes
I
back.
didn't know they
He goes
talk.
up to Russell and he goes, Russell, I took a step up a motion. You son of a bitch. You goddamn. He goes, why you did that? Well, he took it. So that means we had another guy come in, which Russell didn't like because now Bebo left. So we were gonna get a newcomer in. Don't know who. Well, guess what? We get a fire off. I can't.
South-
It was
South
South College. You know where Hub City Diner is? It wasn't Hub City Diner, but it was an office, a doctor's office place, about maybe 2 or 3 buildings down. And Bebo and them come in because they were. He was at Station 7.
The promotion was at 7 and 7 was first in.
Yeah, they were first in. We come in from 6. We second in, and we get there, and the building's burning. Since Bebo and them were in the front of the building, Russell told the driver to get to the back. I don't know if it was Lonnie.
No, it was Greg Gilbert.
Oh, it was Greg Gilbo. Lonnie must have been on vacation. Greg gets there, and
You on this fire?
oh yeah, Skip was there.
I was on all of them.
So we waiting, and Russell goes, let's kick the door in because he goes, it looks like Engine 7's not doing nothing to get in, or they trying to get in. So we entered the building through the back end. We get in, we put the fire out, and we come back out. We in rehab, and Bebo's crew is still out there.
You want me to finish it?
Can we add something? Brand new engine 7.
Brand new
Brand
truck.
new. Oh yeah.
Brand new truck. So let me just kind of you can finish it. So we coming back out. The fire's out. Bebo's crew. Now Bebo's a driver. His crew never got in from the front door, but his pump was running. We were out there. So Bebo comes. Hey, that's my old crew right there. Let me go talk to him. Now he's got his truck island.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 170, bro.
170, man. He's got it, but there's no
Rolling.
water flowing. He comes in, he's talking to us, and Bebo goes, oh, so you made it? You found your way? Bebo goes, oh, yeah, it's nothing, man. He goes, I found it with no problem. Go ahead, finish it, D.
So we're talking, all of a sudden, man, we go boom. It looks like a mushroom cloud came from my truck. I'm like,
Brand new engine 7.
Bebo ran back to his truck like he was in slow motion.
Tony
He didn't know
Romero was
no
right there
more.
too. He says, what happened? I said, fuck you if I don't know. Look, my feet were hitting
Look-
in my ass. I was
Look what
running so fast.
look what Russell told us while Bebo was running. He goes, I told that motherfucker not to take that promotion. It
Oh,
overheated.
dude,
You
when
see,
I touched the steamer connection, I left some skin on it.
what happened? He was pumping it. He was at 170 and no water was flowing.
Right.
Because he thought his guys were going in.
they pulled
Not
two
to say it
lines-
was Bebo's fault.
They pulled 2 lines off the truck and never flowed no water.
So you were ready to go, but it just.
Oh yeah.
It could-
Yeah, I thought they were
Russell
flowing. I thought they were flowing water.
Russell said he done screwed up a $500,000 truck.
Well, look,
in
I
one
ain't
day.
shit too, yeah, man. I thought I blew up that pump.
Thank
So-
God it was a new truck. It had a relief safety valve.
Press relief.
There's
And
a
when
rubber.
that blew, that helped the motor not to
I
burn.
talked to Harry about it, and there's a rubber piece, like a hose, between the discharge and the piping system for that. And
It worked.
oh yeah, it worked. It worked. Oh yeah, it passed the test.
All I was saying that day, boy, thank God I didn't take that promotion.
No shit. We did say that. We did say that.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a good one.
And speaking of y'all two clowning around at 6, you had told me about about you getting fussed at
Oh,
for him on the call.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
And he was involved in that.
Yeah. Skip, District Chief Boudreaux had his whole family. Well, like I said, we cooked every day. So his family came and ate. And I was talking to my wife on the phone. Russell was doing his
Right
plans.
behind Russell.
Right behind Russell. And Bebo was cutting up with Skip's family. They were loud. Well, it didn't bother Russell. Well, the fire phone rang. And he was 6. Yeah. Got a call? Yes. They were loud in the kitchen. And he goes, hold on. I don't understand you. Hey, y'all, keep it down there. Okay. Well, I told my wife, I said, I got to go. We got a call. I went to the truck. When we got in.
Hang on, let me add to that. I was walking to the truck and I'm hollering at Marty, Marty, let's go, let's go, let's go. Then I'll get in the truck. So go ahead.
So we get in the truck, and the first thing he does, he turns around and he looks at me and he goes, the next time you cut up with Skip's family out there, he goes, that's going to be the end of it. He goes, we won't have nobody at the station no more.
And you know why he was looking at Troy? Because Bebo was hiding behind Russell.
No.
He sat in the seat
I
behind
sat in the
Russell.
jump seat behind Russell. Troy sat behind Lonnie. So he looked straight at Troy. So I'm out the window like,
And I'm looking in the back, and
Troy's doing.
and Troy's hitting Bebo like, tell him.
Like, you better tell him better. It's not me. I wanted to say, Russell didn't see me. I was right by Russell. That's what I told Russell. I said, Russell, I was right by you. It's not me. But you know, the thing about Russell fussed a lot. He did.
But it wasn't
But
mad.
let me tell you.
He wasn't mad.
That it was over with, and he never brought nothing up again after that. He fussed at you hard that day, and it lasted about a minute or 2 minutes, and he was done. And he was like your best friend again.
How mad was he when the lemon?
Oh Lord!
We both had to evacuate.
I left. I even went almost on Johnson
Listen,
Street.
Russell had gumbo on his glasses, on the end of his nose.
How did he get there?
Tell him,
Well, they were, of course, they
Throwing
the
shit at
Division
each other.
One, athletes, and so they thrown a lemon,
At each other, yeah.
and it wasn't enough in the living area. So Troy tells Bebo, "Go long, B." So Bebo runs into the kitchen with his hands up and throws the
not knowing he
lemon.
can't catch.
It bounces off his hands and hit the hood of the oven and goes right in the pot with Russell stirring. It bloosh, blows up on Russell.
It's hot water.
Yo, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That glass door by the barbecue pit, I was out of there, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even want to go
I
by
said,
it.
Bebo, we're gonna wait out here about 2 minutes. It's gonna be over with. It's gonna be over with.
Yeah, he can't leave the pot. He can't leave the pot because he's cooking.
But you know, like when we it really was like that family, you know? Everybody kind of had a place, like we go grocery shopping, and Russell would say, "Hey, where's the kids?" And,
Hang on, let me tell y'all a
Hey,
story
tell
about
him
that.
and then he would tell me, "Go find the kids."
Hang on, let me tell y'all a story. He says, Bebo and Troy, y'all go get some cheese, some milk, and something else. So me and Troy, we lollygagging, through Albertsons, and we finally meet up with him. So Troy puts the stuff in the basket. That lady said, I don't want that. He put it in the wrong basket.
Russell was right there by the lady. I put it in her basket, thinking I was putting Russell. Oh Lord!
It was nonstop.
Didn't he knock down a display one time?
And look, we got a new truck, and Russell hated that truck because when we had a string before for the horn, and it didn't run out. It just,
Yeah.
and I mean Russell would pull that thing the whole time. Well, this one was on a foot, and it would run out, and Russell hated it. He'd beat it when it would run out. He'd beat it.
Yeah.
I want to get you in here.
Hang on.
Oh,
Remember he would say,
Bebo, give me a fucking brick. Oh, yeah.
He want to throw a brick at the cars in front because they wouldn't move.
Yeah, when they wouldn't move out the way.
Boy,
Oh, I had a brick.
Let's get you in. Let's get you in for the ice cream store. You were pivotal. You were pivotal.
Well, I almost have to tell that story.
Yeah, I wasn't there, so I'm gonna get back.
And I'll
But another thing, when he'd leave with me, Russell would get mad.
yeah, that's what I want.
Oh,
Let me tell this story because this is really
It's
my
like he had
story, but
custody over us.
It skips too, but
But I was the boss.
what happened was we all decided might have been a Saturday night. We all wanted. They said, "Hey, y'all want some ice cream?" Hey, that wouldn't be bad. At 7:00. So we took the order. We were gonna go to Borden's. Banana frappe. We had banana split, chocolate sundae, chocolate shake. Bebo wanted a double scoop. One, that's what started everything. He wanted a double scoop of vanilla and one chocolate. Russell says, Bebo, no, then they can't bring that. Don't be so complicated. Get a shake or something. Don't get it. So Bebo goes, okay, well, just give me a vanilla shake. That's good. So we had it all together. So Skip goes, okay, well, I'm gonna go. He goes, Marty, come with me. So I go, okay. So I said,
Well, yeah, we were riding. with him anyway.
whenever Skip would tell me that, I had to go tell my captain, listen,
I'm leaving.
because he was going to be short of firemen. So I said, hey, Russ, I'm going with Skip to get the ice cream. No, you're not. You're not. Let him go. He's going to get it. You stay here. So I said, okay. So yeah, I mean, I can't. So Skip goes, come on, we got to go. So I said, no, I don't think I can go. He says, I said, why? He goes, I said, Russell said I can't go. He did. Remember that? Well, that was the big thing. You're coming. So I said, Russell, I got to go. He goes, you're not going. Here, Skip's in the apparatus room in the DC. He's honking the horn. So I said, go.
He knew if it came head to head.
He said because he didn't like.
He was gonna win anyway.
He didn't like Skip and I. And I guarantee you, if Bebo would have went, he would probably let Bebo go because he just didn't like me and Skip being together.
It's true.
He didn't.
And we were getting ice cream anyway.
And we were
so
going to
might as well
get
let
ice
him
cream.
go.
So, and Skip was a white shirt and he had his T-shirt on. And the reason why he didn't want to go because he says, put your shirt on so you can go. He was going to stay in his T-shirt. So we going. We go get the ice cream. We're on our way back and everything. And I don't remember across from Judy Sin. What was it? The Duce and the soup. It was a superstore back in the day.
Superstore,
It
yeah.
wasn't the theater.
Yeah.
Superstore.
We talking about Bill Boudreaux's cows and his bulls and everything. And I'm looking up and I got the ice cream with on a cardboard box. Back in the day, this was back in '93. We didn't put no seatbelt on. I looked up and I said, Skip, stop. He did. That.
That was a little 3/4 ton.
Yep, it was a 3/4 ton Suburban.
Chevrolet.
The brake went to the floor. So we're not stopping. I threw the ice cream up and we hit it. We hit that Suburban from back because we hit a Suburban.
Yeah, it was just
We hit it and man, all the ice cream all over the place. Skip goes, damn. He goes, them brakes fail me, man. They fail me. Dude. He goes, Marty, go see if they're okay. I looked at myself. I said, like this? Good.
go.
So he goes, go see. So I go and I asked the lady, I said, hey, y'all okay? She rolled down the window. She goes, yeah, are you?
Hey,
So
the air conditioner smelled the vanilla for 2 months.
So I called. Look, we didn't have cell phones back then.
No.
I had to go call. Skip goes, go call Russell and him and tell him what happened and everything. I go to Judy's Sin. I go to Judy's Sin and call because there's no cell phones.
You had to walk full ice cream.
So I go to Judy's Sin. I'm calling the station. Look, Skip, Russell, 6. I said, hey, Russ. Yeah. I said, listen, Skip and I got in a wreck. God damn, I knew that. Y'all should have never went together. I said, look. Yeah, he blamed everything, man. He goes,
yeah.
I said, we won't have no ice cream. hello? He hung up. He hung up the phone.
And we okay, Russell?
I said, oh, by the way, Russell, we all okay. So I go back to Skip. I said, Skip, what he said? I said, I don't know. He hung up the phone. We didn't get back almost till midnight because by the time risk management came, take pictures, he had to go use it. But we had to go take a drug test.
Drug test.
We had to go back to T. Don. T. Don was the
Assistant chief.
he was the assistant chief at the time. Man, we had to get in a new unit.
Fill out the paperwork.
Oh, when we got back, Russell was sleeping on the couch. He looked at me, he goes, "Never again, Marty." And he was sleeping with one eye open.
And then the next day I took him again. Let's go.
And and if you didn't know, you would think that Russell was mad at us, but it wasn't like that at all. He did everybody's tile work in their house.
Oh, yeah.
All of us. He'd invite me to go hunting a couple of
Russell
times
was
every
good.
year, and he'd come hunt with me. It wasn't mad at us.
No.
We were his family.
But he
Oh yeah, we were.
didn't like Marty coming with me though. Let's go,
Oh, no.
Marty.
No, he didn't, man.
No. He goes, a lot of times when I go ride with Skip, he goes, it's Bebo's turn. Bebo's turn. Bebo got to go. You staying here.
Oh
Bebo
yeah,
gotta
it was
go.
my hitch, and we would switch sometimes.
And
then-
Bebo really,
and then-
Bebo liked staying at the station. He didn't like, I like going ride with Skip. I did. We'd go visit stations. Why you think I stayed on relief for 29 years?
No shit, huh?
Ain't nobody gonna beat that. I'm waiting to see somebody beat it. Ain't nobody gonna beat it. 29 years
then-
because I knew everybody on the fire department and go to different. It was just different places every day. It was
Well, getting out of work
different.
helped too.
You hear different stories. Was that?
And getting out of work helped too.
Okay. Hey, as long as you had your P5 plan, you can go where you want.
And the fire chief said that too.
Yeah, he did. He did. He goes, Marty, what are you doing on that side? P5 plan. P5 plan.
He came from station 10 to station 9 to eat for Carl Joseph's last supper.
I said, as long as you got your paperwork, you good, baby.
I don't have a mic, so it's gonna be hard to tell this, but that is not. So it wasn't station 10 that he came from, and I know that because I was there. I drove him there. I want to say it was like station 6, and when the way it happened is it was a retirement deal, and y'all knew that he was up in the living room. We were both up in the living room, and everybody was in the kitchen, and then Chief had come through, and y'all were nudging. Hey, Chief, Marty's in the living room. He's coming from. He's at station 6 today. Tell him something. Tell him something. And so Robert had said, "Hey, Marty." Oh, and now Marty knew that he was back there the whole time. Oh, hey, Chief, how's it going? He goes, where you at today, Marty? Station 6, Chief. He goes, just be glad I'm not coming from 12. Chief had laughed and he goes, you know what, Marty? Today you can go wherever you want. Marty said, "Oh, you should have never told me that." We're gonna go all over the place. I was there. I was in the living.
He was my driver.
I was in the living room at the time.
Exactly.
That's the big fish story. It always gets like, oh man, at first he was at, he's at 8, and then and it gets further and further away. Next thing, man, Marty was coming from Maurice from that station. Like, no, it was. Now look, 6 and 9 ain't close together, but it wasn't as far as it was, because that was the joke. He's like, just be glad it wasn't
It was
12.
Carl Joseph, or
I don't
it
remember
was
who.
Carl
Yeah.
Joseph's retirement. That's right.
But that was the story. Your reputation was worse than what it was. Did we go out? Oh, we did. Did we stay out a little bit late? We did. But everybody always said, oh, Marty's at 6 today. Oh, he's probably over it. He's going to 13, and then he's gonna go visit 9. And we never did anything crazy like that. But we just visited the people in the area,
right.
and we were always going and just going be social, going.
right.
Want to see what was going on. But
Exactly.
I had to clarify that one because I was there for it. But he said, "Oh, just be glad it wasn't 12, Chief."
Yep.
He said,
and
give you a blessing."
Chris Scott was a very good driver, fireman and a driver for me. And we had what we had. Hey, whenever we come, it was Marty's day, right?
It was Marty Day.
Marty day. We're gonna go. But he was. I just wanted to clarify that you were a very good driver for me.
Well, let me tell you Troy's other reputation.
All right.
He knew everybody, and everybody knew him. So we go to a wreck one night on Johnson Street. And so Russell was kind of like the end before we all left. Russell was holding me to like maybe like the lieutenant spot or something. He'd say, "Oh, tell the kids we gotta go," something like that, you know. Like, well, you tell them, Russell. But so anyway, we get there and nobody's hurt and the car's not leaking. So, but Troy knows the lady that's in the wreck, and I think you coach with her husband or something. So they talking and Troy's laughing and then that would aggravate Russell.
Yeah.
You know, so he says, "Tell the kids we gotta go." I say, we gotta go. So we walking back to the truck. Well, me, Bebo, and Russell. And Russell's a little ahead of us. Well, Troy's not coming. So we're just a few feet from the truck, and Russell's like going around the front of the other side, and we hear behind us, "Hey," it's Troy. "Hey, get in the truck." So we look at him, and Russell says, "What'd he say?" I said, "Oh, he just said he's on the way." Because I knew if I told him, it wouldn't have been. So Russell gets in the other side, so we get in, me and people are like,
What the hell is he doing?
"What the hell?" So we getting in the truck, and he hollers again, "Hey, get in the truck now." What's wrong with this guy? So we get in, and Troy runs in, and when he gets in, like the engine is in between the driver and the captain, and so when he gets in, I mean, Troy like jumps on the engine like, "Hey guys, I'm sorry I have to do that, but they asked me who was in charge." I told him me. Because they asked him like, well, Troy, who's in charge? He said, "I am." Watch. Get in the truck.
I'm the boss. Watch him. Get in the truck. I knew they were walking into the truck already. He goes, "Wow, great for you, man."
Sorry, I had to do that, guys.
Hey, every night we used to hide Skip's pillow. Every night.
Yeah.
Skip would sleep in
You
his
know-
office. He'd sleep with us.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Skip had a own room, but he
bedroom,
was just one of us, man. And he
It fought all night.
He stayed. He stayed in our. He slept with us. He slept with us.
He slept next to me sometimes. Like,
Man, I swear, it's like we were sleeping at a tire shop.
it's true. Yeah, they were putting the bead back on.
I do it so loud. What was that?
In the middle of the night, dude, you wake us up. I'm not joking. It was loud.
Oh yeah, that was we had a skirt bottle and we filled it up and we wait
All
till
right,
the lights go out. He goes, "Okay, everybody." We would talk. I mean, we would tell stories,
bed,
and then
yeah.
all of a sudden, Skip would say, "Okay, that's enough now. Let's everybody let's go to bed now. It's time to go to bed." Now you got to realize we played cards most of the night till probably maybe 11, and then we'd go to bed
Or listen to Country Girl
every
Saturday
night.
night.
And we would, and when we'd go to bed, we had the squirt bottle. Bebo had one too, and Skip would slip with us over the air conditioning vent, so we would do. And he goes, "God damn, what's that?" So he turned on the light, and I said, "Hey, what's going on with the light?" He goes, "Man, I got water all over me." I said, "Oh, Skip, that's that unit up there.
Yeah, Troy would tell him it's a vent.
The vent dropping water." Said they had a problem with that, but I don't know if they ever fixed it. So he'd look up, and next thing you know, the lights would go up. But that son of a gun, it was
Yeah, but Skip.
But
Skip
what
was.
did I tell you? I told you Skip was like an older brother.
Yeah.
He wasn't the daddy. Do that to Russell?
Oh,
dude,
no.
I'd be
wouldn't
running
do
out
that
the
to Russell.
door. But Skip was like us. He was,
Well,
he was-
Skip was like the grandpa. No offense, but he was like the grandpa that would let us do anything. The big older brother would have fucked us up. Skip, not Skip. He was like the grandpa. All right, now y'all stop. All right, I know his thing was all right. God damn it.
And he was like the grandpa telling the grandma to do something through us. Like he'd tell me, hey, tell Russell to make some strawberry squares.
Yeah. Tell him to cook what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him to make a dessert.
So when I first got there, we had Skip in the closet. Yeah, I think so. And so we were fucking around. We were joking around. So when he says, "Let me out, goddamn it," oh, he's mad. He's Tom, So we let him out.
oh yeah, we knew when he was mad.
When he
yeah.
said, "God damn it," that was it. Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah, I get
it's
mad.
time to quit playing.
But you know,
So-
everybody develops a kind of a way of just diffusing things. Bebo had a way of diffusing, like Russell and all that. We were eating lunch, and of course all the white shirts were there. So they both had, the two firemen each had a separate duties. Well, Bebo's was putting the flag out. So Russell would go and look out, and he'd say, "Hey, B, think it's gonna rain today?" And Russell would say, "No, I don't think so, B." And Russell said, "You think you can put the flags out then?" It's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So that's how he'd diffuse them. Well, one day we were eating, and all the white shirts are there. Well, somebody knocks on the patio door. It's, "Oh man, he's got a box," and he says, "Hey, I'm from the Veterans of Foreign War and in Judice, and I noticed y'all didn't have a flag, so I brought y'all one." And then Russell's looking, and look, people just keep saying, "Oh, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
You mind putting it over there? So Skip, we had him in the closet, and we let him out. Then he started chasing me and Troy. Well, he was in his socks. So we running through the living room, and he slipped, and he ended up under the water cooler.
Under the water cooler.
His knee got caught in the water cooler, and we couldn't get him out. We literally had to take the water cooler apart. We couldn't get him out. So the
We got a
next,
rescue drill.
yeah.
I was mad because
He was. He was.
So the next 24. No, it was 12 hours or 24.
24.
It was 24. So the next 24 we come back, yo. He says, "Y'all gotta look at this." He pulls his pants down. He had a bruise right here. That's where his wallet was.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but I'd mess with him too now. I had my
Oh,
fun
he
with
would
him,
mess.
too.
Oh, Lord, did he mess
Skip,
with him.
Skip would get there in the morning. Skip would get there pretty early.
Get there early.
We'd get there. Skip was on his. This was like work didn't start till 7.
6:30.
6:30. He was in the recliner. He put his hand inside his shirt, and I'd say, "Hey," when I get to work, I say, "Hey, Skip, what's going on?" And he goes, "Shh, shh, shh, shh.
He wanted a little nap.
We're gonna take a little nap till 7
Before we start.
Don't start nothing right now." So we'd all sit by him and watch him. And then when 7 o'clock would come, it was on.
Bang, 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 bang.
It was a safety nap
Safety nap every morning. We knew.
every morning before we start.
Now, this
Add
is
up your
before we
thoughts.
made medical calls and all that too. You
Yeah.
know?
Just when Skip, because we'd always say, "Skip, let me tell you what happened." Shh.
We'll talk right now. Let's
Yeah,
get
later.
our thoughts first.
Later. And he would, and then sometimes Skip would say, "Okay, what you want to say now?" It was like he was ready to.
7 o'clock. Go ahead, talk.
Oh yeah, talk.
Get it off your chest.
Skip always had a 3/4 ton truck, brand new. Always had it. Me when he'd leave, me and Troy would go in the truck and we look through. You know, he never got mad at us.
They put the heat on.
Put the
Put the
heater
radio
on,
loud.
and no, but this is his personal truck.
Yeah,
His
my
personal
truck.
And he would park right there facing Johnson Street behind the station. So we'd go, he always had a pair of drawers and an undershirt. we'd hang his drawers from his rearview mirror and stuff like that. He'd drive up. Y'all go take that shit down. But then somebody else messed with it. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, egg story. Okay, the egg story. That was Easter Sunday. Everybody had people brought food home.
To the station.
Yeah, we didn't cook that day because everybody, their families had cooked, and they brought the food to the station. So this happened. This was at night. This was probably around 6 o'clock. I didn't want to eat another big meal. I had brought some boiled eggs from home that we had dyed for the kids, and we peeled them. And Russell goes, "What y'all gonna eat?" I said, "I'm just gonna eat my eggs." I said, I got a couple of eggs. I said, "If y'all want some, I have plenty." Everybody fended for themselves that night, and so I peeled me 2 boiled eggs. I put them in the microwave because I don't like nothing cold. So I put it in the microwave. Lord knows, Skipper said, "How long you boiling them? How long you putting them in the microwave?" I said, "Oh, let me go take them out." I never forget. He says, "The eggs are in there." I don't remember what I pressed. So I said, "Let me take them out." So I took them out, Russell was across from me. Skip. Everybody was at the
Yep.
table. I put it on my salt and pepper. When I bit into it, that yolk shot straight ahead and hit Russell right in the forehead.
It made a
Huh?
it made a noise.
And,
It did pew.
and it even went on the wall.
In the back.
And it was all over my mustache.
Marty, it had it stuck in his mustache. Skip had some in his hair. Russell
Look,
had some in
Russell
his
had
hair.
it on his glasses, on his forehead.
The ceiling had yolk. The walls had yolk. It was funny
All
as
I
hell.
said was, because Russell looked at me like he wanted to kill me. Russell, all I said was, what happened?
Yeah.
When you told me that story, now,
What
all
happened?
four of you over there.
Yeah.
Oh, they were all there.
When you told me that, I went to like fact checking mode. I'm like, there's no free. She's making it.
Oh
I
no.
went on YouTube and tried to find it, and like you can't reproduce this.
That egg,
Dude,
that
you can't.
egg was perfect.
It was the
And
It
look,
was
and so,
perfect.
so
Hey.
Marty's sitting there with the empty white.
white.
All I had was the white.
And
the
just
yolk
like-
was gone.
What happened?
I said, what happened?
Like an empty deviled egg.
All of them, they were killing themselves laughing. And Russell, as hard as Russell was, he was laughing at the end.
Oh yeah.
It was
yeah.
in his hair too.
Oh yeah, dude. It was. I mean, it was in Skip's hair on the wall, and
Yeah.
it was
But
so.
look,
It was
you know, I
so far
started
of his
thinking- I
mustache.
started thinking, I said, glad the yolk went that way, not back in my throat.
Yeah.
People tell them about my
But
tailgate.
you know the thing about it is, I tried. I said, I got to try this again. So I peeled some more eggs. I put it in the microwave, but I didn't know the time. I said, okay, this is about the time it was. I tried it. Nope. It never did it again.
They blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
I
it
mean, this
perfect.
thing was perfect, dude.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
Y'all, I talked to y'all separately. I talked to both Skip and people separately. Y'all both said, bring up the tailgate. So whoever wants.
What the tailgate?
Yeah, the
Oh yeah, that's
On my
that
green
story.
truck.
With Odie. That's what I was saying. Me and Marty was okay with messing with his truck, but when Odie did,
Nobody
oh,
messing
he
with
wanted to
truck.
kill him, dude. He literally wanted to kill him. I thought he was gonna hit him. Yeah, Odie had took his tailgate off and hit it.
Well,
No,
that's
tailgate.
at the time whenever
They were stealing tailgates.
they were stealing tailgates.
And they didn't lock.
That was a thing. They didn't lock. You know. You go. That's right.
But a month later, they stole my tailgate at 6. Somebody stole my freaking tailgate.
No, that's right. They
They did. That's
they
right,
stole
they
his,
did.
not us.
No.
Somebody stole his tailgate. So whenever he got his new one, Bebo and them said, "Hey, he just got his new tailgate. Let's take it off." we took it off and we hid it underneath the bed. Remember? Or in between the bed, because we didn't want to scratch it. I said, "Let's not scratch his shit because it's brand new." When Skip went out there and he saw his tailgate, I was going again.
No, but Odie did that though.
Yeah, but we didn't want to. We didn't want
No. Yeah, no, but we didn't want to do it. Odie,
Yeah.
Odie did it. Odie did it. He said, "I'm down there to Skip." He was the driver, yeah.
Odie.
No, so when me
vacation.
and Marty went there, Odie was there for about 6 months, and then Station Picks came up. Then Greg Gilbo came for a year, then Lonnie came for the rest. And yeah, and yes, guys, I thought Skip was gonna kill him, dude.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. We had so much fun over there. It was hard for us to make driving. We didn't want to leave our station.
true, we really
didn't
didn't,
want to. We didn't want to go somewhere and like, okay, we have to deal with this other captain or.
Yeah.
I mean, I stayed there almost 5 years. They had Shane and all them and
Shane
my
Big.
class. They were driving.
Now there's an
Drove a year and a
I-beam.
half before me.
There's an I-beam in the hose room that's painted white. If you go if you put your back towards the hose and you look up, there's Shane and Jason signed it, me and Troy, and I think Kobe and
Brent.
Brent. There's 6 signatures on there for 3 different generations,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Generations,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I'd love to
Oh,
get that I-beam whenever they cut
Well,
it down.
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna break it down. I think they're gonna use it as an office building.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Kobe would have been good, but it's just
And that was another character different than them. Man, Kobe just
Oh, Lonnie, tell
He's
him
Because
about
got
we
the,
laughed.
he's got the character. He can get along. You can drop him off on an island in the Pacific,
Oh yeah.
and he's gonna be the mayor
Oh yeah.
in no time.
The fish are gonna follow him.
Yeah.
No,
Last
Kobe
year-
would have been good.
Last year we went to the Fallen Firefighters Memorial in Colorado Springs, and they have all them different stations from all over the country. And he was talking to everybody like they were working with us. I mean, New York, Denver, Spokane, Washington, they all
Kobe
came.
was.
Kobe, oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
good on his seasoning.
Oh.
We
Yeah.
cooked the jambalaya, me, him, and Gerard, in a big black pot that Kobe had, and 40 pounds of meat maybe, and all that shit. It was full. 15 minutes. My wife and him couldn't serve it fast enough. It lasted 15 minutes.
Really?
Last year, last September. Then the next day, everybody came. Y'all gonna cook that again? Y'all gonna cook it again? Yeah, we're gonna cook it again. So I said, well, look, I bought another pot. Let's cook red beans and rice with that. So we cooked that big pot of jambalaya, and I cooked the big pot of red beans. William had a rice pot on butane, and he cooked the rice, a big old rice pot. And then we serve it in a metal pan and bring it to the wives, and they put it in little bowls, and they just pass and pick up a bowl. And the jambalaya went in about 15 minutes, and I said, everybody kind of trickled out. You know, the red beans, we got a whole big pot of red beans. Shit, that went in 20 minutes. That went too. I mean, and they come back, hey, y'all gonna cook tomorrow? I said, no, we're not cooking tomorrow. That's it. But we start browning that meat, and you could smell it. Everybody had a tent. You could smell it for half a mile down the road. But he knew everybody. Hey, some people from New York's coming after a while, and so and so's coming after a while. I said, when you met him? A while ago. Never.
Yeah. So whenever they both got promoted out, Kobe and Brent Savoy came, and it was a whole new cast of characters, but just different personality. But man, Kobe was a one-man show.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Kobe. You
we
never
go on a
quote-
call with a belligerent patient on medical call. Nobody can get along with him. The police, EMS, and here comes Kobe.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, baby, and he'll melt them.
Hey, baby, come here, baby. Let me see.
Hey, Kobe would do Blackwell on the radio. You remember that? So he would answer the radio Blackwell, and Blackwell called him one day. He says, "Hey, bro, I thought that was me on the radio."
He told Kobe, "You do me better than me."
so Carl Joseph, it might have been that day that y'all came from Station 6, his last day. So Kobe was doing some impressions, and Carl Joseph says, "Hey man, do me." So he does this.
Oh, boy. Because Carl Joseph, I think he had sinus problems or something. He was
Yeah,
constantly
he
like,
Constantly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plastic plant.
Oh, that's Bebo's.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, he does. So there was a fake plant at Station 6 with like some fake mulch, and
That's when I first got it, like my first itch.
we made up some story that a lady down the road brought it to us after we saved her dog, and she said, "Just please keep it alive." And so we tell Bebo, "Hey, just don't forget to water the plant." So Skip is in his chair in the morning, and Bebo cleans the coffee pot, and then he comes with it and he pours it in there, and Skip's rolling on the thing. It overflows on the thing. So Skip will holler, "Hey, you put too much, get the mop." So he come and mop around the fake plant.
He watered it for a long time.
How long did that go on?
Well, he did a good job. It stayed green.
Did it for a while.
You mopped one time. That's about all.
Then look, this guy got me, man, and he got Eddie Dugas, which was the district chief, after Skip. So we had
That's right.
we had 6 one day, and some lady rings the doorbell. So I look, and I'm not saying an old lady, but older than me, elderly lady. So I go and open the door. "Yes, ma'am. Can we help you?" And she gives me this long story about how she's trying to make ends meet, and she's trying to sell some perfume or something. Or that was her story, huh?
Perfume,
Avon. And so she comes in and she's giving me this story, and I'm feeling so sorry for this poor lady. And he comes from around the back. He comes around. He's like, "Oh, lady, you selling that stinky crap again? Oh man, that." And he starts chewing her out, and I'm like, man, we can't. We in
Poor Eddie was at
uniform.
the
We on
water
duty.
counter. He was at the water fountain. He almost dropped his wallet.
Yeah,
He was taking some medicine.
we can't do this on duty. We can't talk to people like that, man. And I wasn't a supervisor, so I'm just, man. I didn't know it's his mom, and they had been pulling that trick on people for years. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they would go back and forth.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Douglas was a district chief. He comes back from his office one day and they pulled that on him. And Eddie turned around and went back to his office.
Well, Eddie was at the fountain. Eddie was at the fountain taking some medicine, and so when that happened, he takes his medicine. He looks back at me because I'm sitting on the sofa right there. He's like, "You stupid motherfucker, shut up! Just shut up, dude." So I'm like, "Oh, lady, leave. This shit stinks. It smells like the ass." You know. And he's like, "Dude, shut up." Oh no, I was fixing to get a back slap.
Man, I'm telling you, I was like stoned. Like, you can't do this, Bebo. Like,
talk to that
I'm
lady.
thinking that you can't tell these people that like.
At Station 9, we did that one time when I first got promoted. I got promoted on B Crew. And it was myself, Terry there, and Dwayne Arsenal. So she comes in and she starts that, and like, "Oh, that shit smells like smells the ass, lady. You just need to leave," you know. So she says, "Oh my God, I'm so offended." And she says, "Who's the supervisor over here?" So I point to Terry. Terry pointed to Dwayne. Dwayne pointed to me. Went all the way around.
Oh, it was a good gig for a while. It was so believable.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
one time, Lonnie, what year was that red Dodge?
91.
91. And that's when the Dodge.
It was a mongoloid. Ugly.
It sounded like the old Dodges that sound like
When
a
they
tractor.
first come out.
You know.
It was the first Dodge
Yeah.
diesels they had.
So he's washing his truck one day. So man, me and Troy took the water hose, we stuck it in the tailpipe. So it's got to go over the thing like that, and we stuck it. We left it in there a while. So
The people said, "Don't leave it too long. It's gonna go in his block. It's gonna go in the motor."
yeah, so
You can't
so
do that.
Skip comes around. We when somebody's washing their vehicle, we were all outside.
All outside
bullshitting with
washing.
Oh yeah.
them. Yep, bullshitting with him or whatever. So it's like Skip got right behind the tailpipe. He was like, "Lonnie, let's hear this thing crank up, man. Let's hear this piece of shit crank up." Oh, man, it's a good truck, man. So he goes crank that thing up. Black water and Skip right there. He's like, "Motherfucker."
I want to kill him.
What the killers do.
Oh yeah. Spit out that.
That was mine. That was my truck.
It was a big diesel. Big
Dodge
diesel.
diesel.
And Troy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Yeah, Shane's. Yeah.
People would tell them about my cattle trailer, my stock trailer.
Yeah, I borrowed his trailer one day.
A brand new stock trailer. I had
Yeah.
bought a 16-foot gooseneck trailer.
So I'm bringing it back to him, and they got this dude. He's flagging me down on the road
From the stockyard.
from the stockyard. So I pull over. "Hey man, that trailer's stolen." I said, "No, it ain't. That's for Skip Boudreaux." "I'm telling you, the truck's stolen." Look, I was naive back then. So he says, "Stay right there. I'm calling the police." Whatever. So the police shows up. It was the cop's trailer that he thought I stole. It was the state police. He comes over there. He says, "That ain't my truck." I called Skip. I said,
He
"Skip."
called me.
I called Skip. Where you got this trailer at? So I told him the story. He said, "No, I bought the thing brand new." So the cop gets there. He says, "No, that ain't my trailer." I'm like, "Whew, thank God." Dude. I was like, "Where Skip got this bucket from?"
He calls me up. You sure that's your trailer? I said, "What you mean?" "Well, I'm with a state trooper. He said it's not your trailer." I said, "No, it's my trailer." "Well, I got to bring the damn title and everything for you." No, he decides it's not his. He's going to let me go. Then he comes back.
Yeah,
to the
no
house.
shit, dude. I should have left, but
But you know, Chris, we all have the experience with Russell off duty. he like I said, he did tile in all of our houses and everything. He helped. Man, he'd go cook at the MDA camp, and
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you know, he was always doing something like that. And so if you didn't know him, and all you heard was stuff at the station, that wasn't accurate. That wasn't the whole story. But you know, he would invite me to go hunting every year, and I was always amazed at how totally different he was when we were hunting and at the camp. He was just low key, yeah, and he was almost like fatherly to me, you know. And I'd ask him something. He's like,
all of us.
"Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah." And he,
To all of
man,
us, Lon.
yeah, to all of us. He was always like that.
You know, when we got married, my wife took her wedding pictures on their stairway at their house. And then when we got married, their gift to us was to serve all the food. They catered, and they had all the silverware. I'm talking about, dude, 4 tables of silverware. And they served all the food. That was their gift to us.
Yeah, he helped a lot of people.
He installed a
And-
tile in my house, you know. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Come talk about Russell and his tile job over here.
Oh yeah.
You tell him before we started filming.
Can you fit in there, buddy?
Yeah, got it. Yeah, that,
Can I get a attaboy? I've been
Yeah.
what we talking about?
This is water bottles not doing crack.
Oh yeah.
His outside persona was, you know, he's mad and he always cussing. Outside.
But you ask Russell to do anything, he'll do it for you.
Oh Lord, yeah.
But talk about you telling me about
Yeah, this pool house was built by all firemen. This whole deal was, I had firemen to build it, and between Carl Bear and Kenneth Guidry, the plumber, and Shane and formed it, put the cement. But when we came to do the floors, I said, "Well, Russell," he goes, "Okay." He goes, "Go pick them out at Superior Tile and get what you need." So we went look at it, and I said, my wife and I said, "Well, we like this color, and it's the big tiles." So I said, "Just give this to Russell. He's gonna know, and he's gonna pick it up, and he's gonna come do it." Well, when Russell saw how the tiles were the big one, he goes, "Oh, I can't. I'm not doing that." He goes, "Tell Marty he's got to pick something the next size smaller." So she calls, and I said, she goes, "You're gonna have to come back and pick another size." So I said, "Okay, well." We went, but they didn't have the color we needed. It was a darker color. Well, I said, "Well, if you don't want to do this one, we're gonna have to stick with the darker color, so it could be." Well, he comes back, and she calls us back, and she says, "Oh, he must like you, because he's gonna go ahead and go with the first one you picked." I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "Because this will be fine." He goes, "Let him be." That the lady at Superior Tile, let him do. So we ordered that big tile that we have, and I come in for lunch. He was putting it. I said, "Hey, Russ, how's it going?" You know, I'm like, he had, like Lonnie said, he had his glasses down low, and he goes, "Marty, get out of here and never again." I was like, "Oh, what?" He goes, "I should have never took this job. I should have never." But Russell, Lonnie can tell you, Russell liked.
oh yeah.
He just, what is it, Lonnie? He liked just to argue and be mad, but just a little while.
But he wasn't really mad.
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Russell was good, but he just, oh Lord, man, it was like I said,
remember
"Oh, I'm going back to work." I just was coming to check up on him.
I remember one time he had grabbed a lawnmower and he's cutting the grass, and we walk out. We hear the lawnmower. We walk out the back door. Russell's cutting the grass. What the hell? Let's go back in before he sees us.
But
Me and people went back and played PlayStation.
But he would, like when I would go hunting with them, they had little tags, and you'd put in that hat, and you'd pick a stand, and whatever number that was, they'd take you to that one. Well, Russell would come and look at mine, and he'd look at the map where it was, and sometimes he'd like, give me a tag, and he'd give me his. It's a way better one. So he'd give me his.
Oh, he would.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't put himself at a worse spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that in a heartbeat.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
what was it? Was it for your? What we went? Was it your bachelor party? We went eat. Remember, we all went eat at Russell's house.
we were doing the sandwiches. Yeah, that's another thing.
I can't remember.
We were making sandwiches. You know how you cut them in fours, and we did all the sandwiches at their house. They paid for that.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
it was.
then-
That's what it was for.
You know,
We all-
often his granddaughters
what
and
it was, yeah.
great
That was
grandchildren
for your.
will go to the cemetery and
man,
they'll
he
take
was like-
pictures by his grave and stuff. And
We always
So
enjoyed
he's-
it,
Just a different person.
Oh yeah.
He was a different person. You go visit him at home. He was just a total different person.
Hmm.
So I mean, and he was nice at the station too, but super nice at
Listen,
home.
we didn't stay
And
at
that's
the
what I
station.
used to say. I said, "Oh, look," I told my wife, I said, "You gotta just be careful with Russell. I mean, he's well." When we left, she goes, "I don't see nothing wrong with Russell."
You got a short
I know.
fuse.
He pulled a
Oh, he had a
fast one
short
on me.
fuse. Yeah, he had a short fuse. You know, and we didn't stay at the station that long because we hated Russell.
Oh,
You know.
you're right.
but he would do.
Because we loved him, man. I mean,
One night.
we all loved each other, and we enjoyed being around each other. Now we had our moments. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's got their moments.
We enjoyed going to work.
Yep.
We did. It was like a fun day every day for me.
Well, that came from training. Our training officer told us, whenever you eat lunch, never eat more than your face mask can hold. And so one day we were at Station 6, and
Remember the gallery?
right after we ate cabbage rolls, well, we learned if you cook cabbage rolls, you're going to have a fire right after lunch. So you just had to decide, do we really want to have a fire today?
No, we eat it.
So we cooked cabbage rolls, and we had a fire right after that at Popeyes. And man, I was a driver, and I wanted to throw up,
That's true. I remember that.
but it was like in August, man, just miserable. And everybody who ate cabbage rolls, they were having to stop from not filling up their face mask. So that's what I told them. When you eat cabbage rolls, you're gonna have a throw up in your face mask drill.
Speaking of cabbage rolls, dude, look, Russell had cooked like 75 cabbage rolls. You remember that?
Yeah, we rolled them.
Yeah.
We rolled up.
And so this was like in July, and I ate 6 cabbage rolls, man. We all pigged out on cabbage rolls. So we in the sofa, man. About 1:30 comes along, man. The alarm comes off, and we first in at the Gallery Apartments. So man, we get in the truck. When we got on Johnson Street, we could see the smoke. Like, oh fuck.
Remember that, Skipper?
Oh yeah.
Remember that, Donnie?
Wish I'd ate 2 instead of 6.
Yeah, both of us. That's the closest I ever came to throwing up in my mask.
How many cabbage rolls a face piece can hold a match?
So I think so. I never it didn't happen. It didn't happen, thank God. But
See,
So-
the academy's not perfect. They need to teach that.
so we get there. Me and Marty pull a line on the second floor. We put it out. We put the fire out and stuff like that. So man, we are burning up, dude. I'm like, oh my God, Marty, I can't breathe. And cabbage rolls are swelling up in my stomach, man. I just can't breathe. So somebody took a pike pole off engine 6, passed it through the windshield of engine 5.
Remember that, Skipper?
Then I think it was Kyle Lacombe, grabbed the air bottle, put it on his shoulder, hit Odie right there, knocked him out.
Yeah. That stitches right here on the
Put
top.
it on the fucking report. I remember
Yeah.
that. To make the
So,
point of the
it
truck
was just
guys
carnage.
hold it.
So,
Just continue.
so we on the me and Marty's on the front of the bumper, and that's when the Chad Como thing with the oxygen.
Yeah.
Every time we go to a call, he
Yeah.
needed oxygen, dude. So
Yeah.
Acadian comes around. We sitting on the front bumper, man. We soaking ourselves with water. I'm like, oh my God. So they said, hey guys, would y'all like some oxygen? So we look at each other. No, we're good. So Troy says, man, B, he says, I could really use some oxygen. But
But I
as
said, I'm
soon as-
scared.
he said, I'm
I don't want
scared, but
nobody to
as
see me.
soon as I put it on me, somebody's going to come around and call me Chad Como. So they come back around. I mean, we're suffering. So Troy says, oh, fuck it, man. I need some. So as soon as he does this, Terry Landry walks around and says, oh, Chad Como. He threw that and said, I see you, Steve.
It's like you needed it, but you had to be so careful what you did.
Oh, you have to be careful what you did, man. Oh, my God.
How you do that, Marty?
Yes.
Doc Holliday. They called him.
Smell like duck guts.
Oh yeah.
No, we had fun, man. We really had fun.
Just did. Oh
And,
yeah.
you know, when I got on, I was stationed at 6 as a fireman. When I drove, I was stationed at 6 for a fireman for 2 years with Kirk. And then I was a captain at 6 for
Good while.
8 years, maybe. Somewhere around there. And so I love 6. 6 was my home, man. It was just a good station. You could get
And
away
you
from
see,
people.
and that's the thing. You always go back. That's where I started, and I stayed on relief for 29 years.
Yeah.
And guess what? I finished at 6.
That's it.
I did.
When I retired, you went there?
I went. No, Darren Desitel went, but then because I was still on relief, but then I ended up doing a year at 6.
Oh, okay.
My final year.
Every damn year.
I didn't know where I was.
No,
Nope.
18 years is long enough.
Yep.
18 years, 22
Oh, yeah.
years is long enough. Every single year.
Yeah.
That was the last
I know.
year he never left. Not until very, very
And did you know Troy's nickname? Floyd DeBarva. Remember on Andy Griffith?
It's true.
Whenever they would try to pin Floyd for something, he just turned dumb.
Well, Troy would do it, and they say, Marty, you know you can't do that. No, I didn't know that shit.
And it's like he all of a sudden found out, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
You know what it felt like when I drove?
And he got away with it every time.
This happened when I started driving for Marty. There was a squad of relief drivers that would help take care of Marty. So like if Skip drove for him, hey Chris, you going to drive for Marty? Listen, you need to take care of like an old person's home. Like you need to take care of his radio. We had like this underground thing where Marty was oblivious.
Hey.
We got to
How many times I left my portable at a restaurant
Every day.
that we weren't even supposed to be at? That was bad, man.
Yeah,
I said we got to go get it. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell this real quick. We were at because everybody's retired.
Not smash burger.
We were at Station 6 and he wanted to go eat a ground patty. And I remember
Oh.
Chris had chicken
Oh.
and we fixing to get over. We ordered and we were sitting down. Yeah, everybody's retired. It don't matter now. So we sitting down. We ordering in.
Yes.
And we're gonna sit down to eat because that's what we do on Morty Creek. You never, had to, hey, you want to? We staying or we go? We never actually
Oh, no.
Morty. You were sitting every single time.
Get your Coke to stay.
And so we sitting down, and the lady's making the drinks, and then Marty's phone rings, and it's the deputy chief. Marty, where you at? At first, I see him walk off, and he comes back. I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "Just chicken on the phone." He goes, he asked me, "Marty, where you at?" He said,
Working.
no, I think you told him I think he said, hey, I see your truck at ground. I know you down the road at 6. You're not supposed to be over there eating out of district." He goes, "Chief, we had to go fill some bottles at 5 real quick," which we did. And he said, but we're going to grab it and go. And he goes, "Marty, if I turn around and there's drinks on that table," he said, so he said something along, it's going to be ass or whatever he said, right?
But there was drinks on our
No,
table.
there wasn't. He said, "Chief, there's no drinks on the table." And at the time there wasn't, but she was fixing to be done. They were fixing to hit the table. I said, "Marty, we're gonna leave?" He goes, No, we're gonna stay and eat. I was like, "Oh my God, Marty!"
I said she didn't put them drinks to go.
I was like, this man is brave out here. Man, yeah.
Because
No, the thing about it is, as long as you didn't miss a call,
Yeah.
you were always there and answered your. And another thing, whenever they told us, "Hey, you got to go to training today," with the rookies, I never bucked nobody. Anything they needed for us to do, go wash cars at the Central. Don't say me again. Nope. We going, Chief. And you know what? It made everything good.
You know what I didn't like was those damn birthday parties. They made us
That
go to. I
Go to
didn't
birthday
like that.
parties. We going
all day.
all day long.
I didn't like that bro.
Because you know what? If you catch me somewhere where I'm supposed to be, it was all good.
The transition. No, it is good. It is good. Just the transition, because you had, by the time you had left captain, there was no air packs, right?
Oh no. When I was a fireman,
But when you were flying,
like the first year, now they had air packs in the truck, but nobody would put them on.
yeah.
But with the first or second shotgun house I made on 12th Street, when with the smoke, I said, "Oh, I'm putting one of them things on." So I put them on. Nobody else had them on, and they looked at me like I was stupid. Then after a while, they started saying, "Oh man, I can't hardly breathe." I said, "Put your air pack." They started putting air packs. Then they made it mandatory after about 4 or 5 years. But when I came on, nobody wore air packs. We had them.
But nobody won. It was just an ego thing, right?
It was in the
That was the
on the
third.
compartment in black boxes. In the
That was
black
the
boxes.
30-minute,
I'm-
30-minute packs. Huh?
Yeah.
And so
They're-
they would just, the guys at your time, they would just eat it. They would just come out and hacking and coughing.
The
and
older
snot.
guys,
Yeah.
the captains, that I worked on, they'd been doing it for 20 years. Yeah, they'd eat it. So not me. I'm not.
Oh,
gonna
I
do that.
never forget. That's exactly when I came on. The air packs were in a compartment.
In the
and,
black box.
I never forget. I was just had got on, and
That was the Mack trucks.
yes, we rode on the tailboard, and
You were on the tailboard in 90?
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Bebo
I rode
and
in
Natty,
93.
Bebo came on in '93. You still rode on the
Yeah,
tailboard.
They
So we
just
were on
figuring them
the.
out.
I was on the tailboard. We were on Station 3. St. Francis Motel was on fire, and Bobby Navarre was my captain. And I was like, I didn't know. Can I say shit from Shinola? I didn't know nothing. He goes, Marty, we're gonna get off the truck. I want you to pull the hand line. Meet me at the door. I'm gonna kick in the door. We're gonna hit it real good, and then we're gonna knock it down as much as we can. We're gonna go back and we're gonna put our air packs on. Said okay. So, man, I said okay. We're gonna pull the line. I gave it to him. He kicked the door in. I was behind him, holding the line. He was getting it, man. That fire was all up in his face and stuff. And I said, "Holy shit, man! This guy is a firefighter, man." And he came back in and he goes, "Okay, let's go back to the truck and put our air packs on." So we were putting our air packs on. I was watching him. He didn't have no eyebrows and no mustache. He done burned the whole shit of his face. He
remember
burned all his hair off.
I remember
I said,
about it.
"Oh Lord."
I remember
I
that.
said, "Dude, this, oh God." I said, "Man, this is not me."
It was just what he did.
That's what he did. That's what he did.
They,
But you got to know Bobby, bro. He's like,
It was that. I was a chief then.
I had to go there.
Mary Ellen's bridal boutique on Frau Johnson.
yes.
Sec upstairs. So Kurt was a driver on the area, so he had to go in. And Bobby was a captain on there, so Bobby went in too. And they were fighting the fire, and it was hot. And it was in like in July, August. It was real hot. So boy, they come on, man, Kurt's on all four, man. He's whipped. Bobby comes out, standing up, smoking his cigarette. What's wrong with him? I said, he's wore out, Bobby.
You know, that's another thing. When I came on, there was still, you could still smoke in the station. And
Yeah, all the ceiling tiles were yellow.
oh man, I get back home. You know, we didn't know, but I get back home. My wife goes, "Take all them clothes off before you come in." But we were so used to the smell, and that it's just so different, man.
Yeah.
Smoke and smoke cigarettes all day and drink coffee all day. The fireman had to make coffee all day and all night.
There's only a few guys that are still drinking coffee every day, but your son is one of them. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you got morning coffee, and then you eat lunch, and then you got afternoon coffee.
Really? Aaron does that?
Coffee for the
Yeah, me too.
You do?
But I'll tell
Well,
you
look,
what, I'll
like
drink
Russell would drink. I'm not joking. Russell would drink a pot on it by himself. He'd get up like at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah. But you
And
get
by the time we got up, he'd already drank a pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he went to bed at 1.
Look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
we
wouldn't
would
sleep.
play cards till skipping
11?
our 11, 12 o'clock. And we were cutting up and
Hollering, couldn't laugh.
hollering and skip. And Russell was on the couch.
Russell never slept in the bedroom with
No.
me.
Step on the couch.
Step on the. Oh no,
Yeah. He slept
Yeah,
on the couch.
I wonder.
So I used
With
to
the
say,
TV on, loud.
Yep.
Sleep on the
And
couch.
that was before the door was there in the kitchen. Oh yeah. Oh,
You know, I wondered. I didn't know at the time, but once the CPAP thing started happening and then the sleep study started happening, I thought about Russell a lot. And like, I wonder how much Russell really got damaged
yeah.
by the sleep habits he has. Because, look, we would 6, 7 o'clock at night. You know, we talking, and then Russell would just check out.
Oh yeah.
We were all still talking. He was out, and
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning, he'd get up, and he was measuring plans and stuff like that, and drinking coffee. So I wonder if his sleep habits affected him. You know,
You did. Well, yeah, you don't get your body doesn't get enough rest. That's the damaging it. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if something happens to us, because Skip kept us up with us farting. and methane gas.
Oh yeah.
Thank God we didn't smoke. We got 56 of.
We got exposed.
But it wasn't loud though. Hubby. It wasn't
Oh
loud.
shit! Like some glass packs.
How did we do that, people?
Why was it one large explosion?
And listen, when they fart, now if we up and we fart, we all start laughing.
I'd wake him up.
Oh yeah.
I'd wake him up.
We all start laughing and say, "Hey, yo. Watch this." We laugh again. We laugh. We start laughing. again.
what else you got there?
One time, and I Skip would always put an electric blanket in the wintertime.
Oh
in his
yeah, that
bed-
was funny too.
in his bed, and he'd crank it. He'd turn it on before he went to bed. When he'd get in bed, he'd turn it off. He just wanted to warm up his bed. So Station 6 dorm room is pitch black. I mean, it is black. So I got down out the bed, man. I go on the floor, dude, and I took his control and I maxed it out and I put it under the bed.
While
So he
he's
could
in
see it. So I get back in bed and I hear, oh, God damn, it's hot. So before he gets pissed off, I got back out. I took it. I turned it off. I put it back on his chair.
Oh, you wanna have fun.
Oh yeah, electric blanket. He had an electric blanket.
Yeah, big the
And
two.
hot like I was.
Yeah, I know. I didn't understand that.
It couldn't put the heat on in the station.
Then we'd hide his pillow every night.
And
I'm
you
not
remember
joking.
We froze at
When you
the
were at-
station in the
when you were at
wintertime
Station
because he
7,
had
you
the
could
air
sleep with the
conditioner
windows
on
open.
when it was in the winter. And then you go to bed, he had an electric blanket. That's what Bebo said. I'm crank. He goes, when he gets in bed, I'm cranking it up.
I'm cooking.
Marty
A
party.
few of those.
That was fun, man.
Yeah.
We did, I think I had 9 Marty parties that we would do. We invite, it was
Pretty much A crew.
pretty much A and B, and then C crew kind of got like, okay, it was always going to be A crew because I was on A crew. So it was A and B. We did that for a while. Then C crew kind of got like, okay, can you make it A and C? And we did one year, and we didn't have the turnout we had with A and B. Exactly. So we said, no more C crew. You done? Because we didn't have a good turnout, and we did.
sure.
We had about 200 some people, and look, but I did this, and I needed everybody to help me. We had look, it was $25 a couple. You had a DJ, you had all the beer you wanted to drink, you had Skip and them, and what's his name, Warren. Greg Gilbo's daddy would cook a jambalaya. We had the hall. At one time, we had it at the hall, which was the Dupies off of
Deal.
Dale. What was that off of? Glorious Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we ended up having it at the Lions Club. It got so big.
200 people is crazy. If you think about a department, we sitting at about 285, 295, something along those lines. For you to be able to pull 200 some odd people says that.
Now,
But that's wives.
I'm gonna tell you,
Couple.
and it got to be where like other people, like family members, started coming, like
Brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws.
sister-in-law, brother-in-laws. They started coming. It got too big.
and then when the women firemen would show up, that wasn't good, dude. Oh yeah, our wives didn't like it.
When you shut it down, when it got too big.
Yeah, I started thinking this
Pretty
could
much-
be
pretty
this
much
could get to
When the
where-
women firemen showed up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
I can. No.
No,
we're not. No, we're not.
It was all good. It was just I kind of threw Kurt Berg and Todd O'Dwyer under the bus.
But she didn't stay
because
very
when
long.
this woman, well, I will not say her name, walked in, she was a recruit.
Yeah.
She was a recruit at the time. She walked in, and I was talking to Kurt Berg's wife and Todd O'Dwyer's wife. We were sitting at the table, and when she walked in, the first thing them two women said, "Who's that?" And I said, "Oh, she's the new girl. She's gonna work at Station 5 on A Crew." They didn't say nothing. So I said, they left. I left, and then Kurt Berg came back and goes, "Hey, dude, you need to go talk to my wife. They mad at me right now. But what you said." He didn't know nothing about. No, because I just said they were going to Station 5 on A Crew. No, I just left him like that.
Look,
Yeah,
yeah.
I had her passing all her tests.
At least they didn't drive up on the ramp and threw the drawers from the ramp.
Yes.
But she didn't stay long.
No.
She was trouble. She
But
didn't
I
stay
tell you
long.
what, though, me and Troy, even whenever we got promoted to driver, we'd always meet up somehow. Then when we made captain, man, we've hit a lot of fires together. And I remember we were having trouble with some fires, and me and Troy would get in there, we'd go put the fire out. You know?
Exactly.
Remember on the college saloon?
Yes.
It was a 2-alarm fire. We get there, so he had the aerial floating there, and it's still burning. And I'm like, it's burning where the aerial can't reach. So me and Troy said, "Hey, dude, let's go put this damn thing out. I'm ready to go home." You know, because it was early in the morning.
We just talk simple stuff, you know. It's no big deal.
So we get in there. I get
Don't
on the
look at the
radio.
hard part.
I get on the radio. I said, "Hey, y'all stop the aerial flow." They did, and we got in there. We put it
I
out.
remember that. That thing was. I remember exactly that day. That was where that haircut place was and all that.
Engine 7 couldn't put it out.
No. How about tell them the story about?
He was on the.
Oh,
No, I don't think so.
tell them about when I had my. I'm gonna let people tell you when I had my helmet on back.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just one time.
Okay.
So we get
Be nice.
this house, you know, it wasn't that bad. The attic was on fire somewheres, and who was that girl?
Sabrina.
Sabrina. We in the attic. She's the smallest one. So Sabrina, crawl across. It was like a cathedral ceiling in the house.
Well,
but
she
there
is
was a little
tough,
gap.
though.
Oh, she's a good girl.
There was a little gap about this tall, about 3 feet tall between the ceiling and the roof. And the fire was on the other side. So me and Troy's in the attic with him. And so we said, "Sabrina, we're going to feed you the hose." "Oh, yeah, you got it." So, man, we feeding her the hose. She puts the fire out. So I'm looking at Troy. I noticed there was something different.
He says, "Why are you looking at me?"
Yeah, I kept looking at him. This right here is facing me. I'm like, dude. So I look around and I could see his mask on the other side. So I said, "Oh, this stupid motherfucker got his helmet on backwards." I'm trying to get my phone in my coat to take a picture, but I forgot it in the truck. So like shit. So man, I go outside. So I think John Boudreaux was an assistant chief at the time, and he was there, and I forgot whoever. So I said, "Bouge, when Troy comes out, you got to make him walk across this thing. The news media is there and everything. So Troy comes out. And he's got his helmet on backwards. So Bush hollers at him, Troy, get your ass over here. Put your fucking helmet back on right. Oh, what?
You know what happened? I'm gonna tell you how that happened. Exactly. We gone on the we trying to get there. Cy White's my driver at the time, and he's telling me, he goes, Marty, I'm lost. I don't know if it's this road or the next road. So I'm all geared up because the first pumper came in there and said, we got a 1032, it's working fire. So now I gotta get there. So I start taking everything off. My helmet, my mask, everything. And I'm looking on my phone and I'm looking on the screen. I said, Cy, it's the next road you gotta turn. So whenever he turned, okay, we saw the lights. I said, you good. So I'm putting everything back on. Now I'm hurrying up. I put my helmet on, I put it on backwards.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Look, Bebo, when we came on, we were the fire department is based on failure.
You gotta,
Oh, yeah,
It's
dude.
based on failure. Let
Oh,
him be. Let him be. He's messing up.
You know, when Cody, you remember when
Because you know what? Because the reason why the fire department is based on failure is because, hey, we're gonna call everybody. If you do something good,
that fucking chicken shit.
you're
motherfucker.
upset.
He did
You messed
good, that
up.
son of a
They're
bitch.
gonna call you and say, hey, guess what? Floyd did. Guess what Bebo did?
yeah, you gotta get your licks in.
Hey, you remember?
Exactly.
You gotta have
Oh, no,
pictures.
you're
Look,
right.
he was at the station. We get up early in the morning to go on a call. Cody's in the recliner already. So I said, hey, you know where we're going? Yeah, I can't go. So what you talking about? Can't go, man. I'm having something going on. I said, okay, well, get on the radio. Engine 6 can't make it. Send another truck. It was a single pumper response. So call Acadian. Acadian comes pick him up. I got a picture on my phone. Him in the ambulance. That's what you do, man. But I'm kind of glad we didn't have phones back then.
You gotta have
because-
thick skin.
Yeah. But you know what I always carried when I was you can ask Troy, I always carried one of them disposable cameras.
Oh, he did.
Them waterproof cameras. And just different stuff, dude. Different. Look, I don't know where them pictures are at, but we went do some night training one time at the Hyman.
It was the museum.
The Hyman building downtown.
Oh, the old building.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
department store.
Department store.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you remember them big guitars? Dude,
Exactly.
we found some guitars that are big like that. They were huge. So we got these of
And
pictures.
you had them. You had them pictures.
I don't know where they're at. I think they're in my attic somewheres, and I have them pictures. And we have pictures in the truck, this and that. Stupid,
Oh, yeah.
Get into a fire, try to take a picture, put it in my pocket. and
We used to
whatever.
say we were taking pictures doing that. We say, "Where's Russell?"
Yeah. Oh, dude, if he caught us?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but
You coming over here for the Station 6 podcast. Yeah, all the pictures. You didn't bother bringing out a single one.
Another one.
exactly.
no, I said
know.
I don't know where they're at. I don't know where they're at.
Remember, you remember Lonnie on Saturday? Was it Classic Country?
Oh,
Yeah,
classic.
yeah.
We
That was
you know
every
the
night.
thing about it
Every
is
Saturday
Lonnie
night.
goes, "Hey, look, Saturday night." It was like Classic Country. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. And Lonnie would have this little game that we would play between Bebo and I, and he said, "Look, I'm gonna
But
play."
we'd make sure we'd sit where people couldn't see me
Yeah.
and Troy.
Because the thing about it is, I said, "Look, Lonnie, I beat Bebo in ping pong. I beat Bebo. I beat Bebo in baseball.
Oh, you're
Anything we do,
ass.
I beat him." I said, "But you know what? I don't know my country." Lonnie says, "I got you." So
you're a dirty bastard. Dirty. I'm just saying about this. Yes.
look,
You're a dirty bastards.
he'd play the thing. He goes, "B, you know who it is?" I think I do. Okay, you got so many minutes to do. And I was looking at Lonnie, and Lonnie would go, "Okay,
Dirty
gotta wait."
son of a bitch.
Say, "Troy, your turn." Merv, Harry. Oh, yeah, you got it.
So I'm like, yeah, no.
But you know what? We'd let him guess a little bit, but at the end, I would win.
And then Troy remind him, I win at this too.
Sometimes I would say when he wouldn't know, sometimes I would just say, I said, Lonnie, I got to just say, I don't know either. It's okay. Nobody knows that one.
Apparatus room baseball. We played every night for a long time. Apparatus room baseball.
Oh yeah, that was
And we wouldn't keep score. Oh, maybe we would.
It was like the
Hey, look,
it
at
was
one
like the
time-
Sandlot.
Skip and them would
Remember
play.
the movie The Sandlot? They didn't keep score. They just played. That's how it was.
Yep. One time, Skip, what was it? Jesse Lucat came.
Yeah, Jesse can
He
play.
came and
Mister was like this big.
they all played with us.
They would tell stories.
Yeah, but you never keep score.
Bebo and I started that.
No, Steve Spain did.
Oh, he did at
Steve
9.
Spain, yes. No, Steve at 7. Steve Spain had like 7 or 8 pages of rules. You know. But we would play. He would play with 4 people on each team. Okay. So I mean, if you hit before this right here, it was a. If you hit before, it was a foul ball. If you hit before that one, it was a foul ball. If you hit right here, it's a pop out. You know, a pop up fly.
Mm.
Then
I
at-
didn't know Steve had did that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Steve's the one.
So
that
you the
brought
one
it.
that you saw Steve had did it and
Yeah,
you brought
played
it
with
here.
him. I brought it to 6, and then so I found some balls, some little baseballs that it was some foam balls with a plastic bat. These foam balls, it's not like the normal ones you buy today. They were hard but soft. And let me tell you something, dude. You could throw a curveball. You can actually throw it. It would start out 2 or 3 feet behind you and just shoot. And we put we'd put a chair by the roll-up door, and if you hit in the square, no matter how you hit in the square, it's a strike.
Well, that's funny because that's how I'm gonna stop you right there. That's exactly how football works right now.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
You hit the back, it don't matter how.
That's
Don't matter how you
it
got
was
there.
like a wiffle ball, dude. Because I mean, Troy had some pitches I couldn't hit. Then when he started that sidearm bullshit, I couldn't hit it, dude.
It was
I couldn't hit it.
and the game was always close and he had balls too that I couldn't hit. But look, when you would hit it, you would say yes. You know,
Yes, Troy would hit it.
and
Look at
Russell,
that one, dude, fuck you.
Russell would come out there and go, "Y'all gonna break something?
And we did every now and then. We did, you know, but
Y'all gonna break something?"
yeah. legend.
Oh yeah,
Go check on the kids.
Check on the kids. Yeah, yeah. We
they've
played.
been, outside too long.
Remember the little Nerf football?
Oh, yeah.
I threw it to him. Now Skip's unit's right here. The pumper's right here. I mean, dude, right down the middle, and it started veering off, and he missed it, and it hit Skip's mirror, and it broke the mirror. Like, oh, we gotta get shit, dude. So
I said, Skipper, did you hit something today?
we should have blamed it on him. But no, we should have. But
No.
no.
I said, Skip, just say you hit something. I don't know.
So we go in and said, Russ, listen, we had a little accident. Y'all motherfuckers. Motherfucker. So look, Troy's gonna take care of it tomorrow morning. He's gonna go to the glass shop. They have one at the shop. We're gonna change the rearview mirror. No problem. All right. Y'all better make sure y'all get it done. Yes, sir. He did.
Oh, yeah, we got it all done. I said, no paperwork, man.
Remember when you call Rudy? Swap papa.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all remember when Rudy came over and we ate lunch? He sits down on the couch on the deal. He does. Pulls out a piece of popcorn from last week's.
Yeah, he would
Some talk.
he'd get a bag of popcorn in late in the afternoon, and when I was at Station 5, he'd do that, and he'd eat it like this,
Yeah,
and it would fall in his pockets. So, and when he had paperwork, he'd roll it up and put it in his
his
pocket.
pocket.
So he comes to Station 5 one morning, and I got something for y'all, and he's looking to. So he pulled it out, and some popcorn came out. Like this is 7 o'clock in the morning. So this was the shirt from the last hitch.
You wore that shirt. Yes.
Tell them about when they had that big fire with the pecan tree.
Oh, that was over there off of
On Cedar Court?
no, that was by Burger King.
Oh, by UL, you mean?
Yeah.
Except for St. Mary.
No.
The
That
pecans
I
was
was
on
there.
Cedar Court.
Me and Skip were together for that one.
Okay.
That was
They
on
had
Cedar
another
Court,
one
The pecans.
with Gerard. I was working with Gerard that day.
Yeah, he was assistant. I was the district chief there.
Yeah.
That's when he was standing across by Taco Bell.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it was burning. And I
Yes.
said,
He's
"Rudy,
the
that was
highest
so-"
ranking officer on the scene.
Let Skip tell you what he said, Skipper.
Well, he
The
standing
thing was
up.
burning.
Boy, it was burning. I said, Rudy, I said, we're going to need another pump. I said, we can't handle it. It's a humdinger.
He said, that's a humdinger. That's not a pot on the stove.
Then he was cracking pecans one time, and
No, that's on Cedar Court.
Yeah.
That's on Cedar Court.
We got, it's a kitchen fire, so we got 3 pumpers there, me and the assistant chief. So he comes up and he parks right behind 2 pumpers, and neither one of them can get out. So man, they come, hey, chief, can you get Chief LeBron to move his car? We need to leave. I say, yo, go get him. We can't find him. I say, yo, can't find him. No, we looked all over, can't find him.
He's the man in charge.
I said,
You know, he was pulling a Marty.
I said, y'all can't find Rudy? No. I said, okay, I'm gonna come with y'all. And I go, look, he's in the backyard, way in the back. Got his pocket full of pecans, and he's eating pecans. He his pocket full of pecans. It's some pecans, huh?
yeah, that's a pie.
Then we had New Year's Eve. We had a fire on the Galleria. Gallery. Yeah.
Galleria Park.
And it was a full alarm. Every station.
That came in New
every
Year's Day.
truck man came. So, man, we driving up. Well, he's the highest ranking officer on the scene, but Russell Goulart's running it. He's running the whole thing. So I hear Russell talking. I don't hear Rudy on the radio at all.
Lonnie, you talking about the one in South College?
No, on Gilbo.
Oh, Gilbo. Okay.
So we drive up.
Everybody
Well,
knows it,
he's standing on Gilbo. The cops had it all blocked off. So he's standing on Gilbo, and he's like the butler, welcoming everybody. Like we got off the truck. Happy New Year. He's shaking our head. Happy New Year.
Captain promotion.
Yeah. And he's not worried about it at all. Happy New Year. Yeah. A while ago, you were talking about Sabrina. Ariel Mesh texted me during the week and said, if you don't mention me on the next podcast, we're not going to be friends anymore. He told me I had to brag on her and tell everybody she was a badass fireman. So when you brought up Sabrina, like, okay, Ariel, you're a badass fireman. Okay, we're done now. But yeah, so she told me if you don't brag on me that I was a badass fireman, we'll not be friends anymore. So I'm bragging about her.
Well,
But talking about Sabrina, you know, Sabrina's this tall, but tough,
oh yeah.
strong, and I told many people this. You know, Sabrina would steal the nozzle from you, or she'd fist fight you for it. And then I messed up and gave her a red knife. And so now she'll cut your guts out for it. I'm like,
Sabrina was
yeah, she was with Troy.
She was with me. When she came on, she came with me. She was good. I
That's
got one
outside.
before I forget.
No, that's outside.
I was at Station 8. I was still a driver. I was on the pumper, and Shane Boudreaux was on the aerial. We get a call, a fire phone, and about 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, pumper. Okay, I get up, put my pants on, get on, find out where I'm going, get in there. While I'm driving, man, feel like, man, what? I got to get there. So we get to the call, just feel like something wasn't right. So we get to the call. It was a investigation. It wasn't a fire or nothing. So I get to the call, and it was, I never forget, it was pouring down rain. Raining, cats and dogs. So I get that. I said, what the hell? Pull out the Shane Boudreaux.
Yeah,
I got Shane's pants on. You know how you put it on the bed that nobody's on? Right. And I grabbed his, and I felt like, because I don't keep a wallet. I have a small
So
wallet.
he must have put your pants on.
Well, no.
They
Let
must
me
have been
tell
at
you.
his knees.
When I pulled it out and said, Shane Boudreaux, what the hell? I look, I was dragging his pants in the mud and everything. So I put his wallet back. And I go back, and they all still sleeping. Thank God they didn't make a call, because he would have had some high waters, brother.
Oh, he didn't go in the car.
No, he didn't go to call.
oh.
So I took off his pants. I put it back where I took it. Well, the next morning he woke up from here to here. His pants were full of mud. He goes, "What the hell? What happened to my pants?" I couldn't help but laugh, because I said, "Dude, You don't know. Put your pants on the call. Oh no, no, I could. I wanted to. I wasn't gonna tell him nothing, but when I saw him, I didn't know I had all that mud on.
You could have blamed that on Jason Boudreaux.
I was dragging his feet, the pants in the mud, man, and I was like, oh, but that's how you pick up and you don't know. Everybody puts their shit all over,
Oh yeah, hey, let's talk about Greg Sanders, dude. We gotta talk about Greg Sanders. So he had muscular dystrophy. So the first time we get there, they make us go pick him up in this little podium.
We used to go at the hitch and go pick that,
Yeah.
Yeah, they lived on St. Carlos.
and I'd make him laugh all the time.
Yeah.
Off the Dulles.
Okay.
Remember that?
Well, anyways, Greg was a great guy, and he developed muscular dystrophy when he was like 25, and he was a basketball star. I mean, he was a big guy.
Big
He
guy.
was probably about 6'3".
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's big.
He was
Big
big, big guy. So we pick him up and put him in this thing, and we get in the truck like, what the hell we got to do this bullshit, So we go to the station, man, and next hitch, next 24, we got to go pick him up again, and
It was
And
only our crew that would do it, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, and then we go pick him up and we leave. 5 minutes, pick him up, leave. His little mama was
Big baby girl.
was real short. She had osteoporosis bad, and she would pull the 2 pins and flop him down in the chair. And I don't know how she handled him. I really don't. But so then over time, this went on for how long, yo?
Good while.
2-3 years? Was
Yep.
it that long?
Probably 2 years.
2 years.
At
Oh, yeah,
least.
for sure, 2 years.
So we started going, pick him up, then we stay at the bullshit a little bit, 5 minutes. Then it turned into 10 minutes, turned into 30 minutes, turned into 4 hours.
We'd make him
We
laugh.
we at one point when we first did it, we didn't want to go, and
We despised.
we wanted to go at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a therapist that knew the fire chief. I ain't gonna say their names, but they knew they had a connection with the fire chief. So
Ex-fire chief.
that's how we got assigned to go do that. And his dad that died years before had built this it looked like a podium.
Platform with a podium, big circle, and had some straps.
Yeah, and so his dad, what they were doing was instead of him sitting in a wheelchair all day, they would get him up to get some circulation going. It helped his bowels and everything. So so they would stand him up. When we first went, I was like, oh, man, she didn't want to do it now, but it turned into a great friendship. Yeah, and his poor mom, she was doing it. Poor thing, like Bebo said, osteoporosis, and so it turned into a great thing.
Smoke detectors. Remember we had to put up smoke detectors? Do y'all still do that? Okay. Listen, I despised it because I'd go to some people's houses, your age, and they just filled in the paperwork, and we had to go put them up. And I was like, oh, dude, you got to be shitting me, man. So we went to this one guy's house. He was a veteran and literally couldn't put it up. And after we did that, I said, not everything's bad.
That thing with Greg. I remember us talking one day, like, man, think about his world.
Yeah.
He used to be an athlete. He knows what it feels like to move, and it got taken from him.
They can't even get out
And
of
so
the
we get in the
house.
fire truck, and we got a job, and we can move around and we can do stuff, and like the only real fun he has is when we go.
We'd go.
That's right.
And we'd make him laugh. I mean,
And so, man, we started staying 4 hours, like Bebo said.
We
and
built his bed. His bed was by a window, and we were thinking about it. I said, man, if his house catches on fire, how are we going to pull him out? Yeah. So we started thinking about that. So we came up with an idea. We put his bed towards the window. We built we cut his headboard off, but he liked to put his pillow up or something on the side. And so we built it. We drilled some holes in the 2 posts, and we bent a pipe, and we made a rail for him that we could take out if need be. Wow. Okay. And so while we were in there, and I walked in, I said, "Hey, Greg, man, what you been doing in your room, dude? We found some girly magazines under your bed.
He laughed.
He started laughing. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
He'd laugh. But we'd stand him up, and it was like a pulpit, and he had both his arms there. Then we'd strap him. He had some straps that go behind his back to make him stand up, because he couldn't stand up by himself. We'd strap him up. Then we keep him there 20 or 30 minutes standing up, and put him back in bed.
And that's I love that story. I love that story of not only you entertaining them and it became a positive experience, but you also
Well, he became part of our family. Yeah. Yeah.
and then you
Get him.
did extra stuff.
How we gonna get him out?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
To help them.
And he and his mom made it easy for us because they were so appreciative.
Oh yeah.
You know, they,
I'm gonna change the
Hey, look,
story.
Skipper.
Oh, yeah,
He
Skip
would
come with him
make
too.
sure.
The
He goes,
papa
what
would
time
go, I'd
what
go
time
too.
y'all going to see Greg?
What time we
We
go
say
see
we'd
Greg?
go about 4:30.
I'd be at his
Skipper would
house.
always come to the station. We'd always go together.
All
All of
together
us
there,
as a crew.
My unit and the pumper. Yeah.
I remember Skip was outside looking at the doves.
Oh yeah, that's some doves at the place.
He had some big ring necks, dude. I mean, them fucking ring necks are big like that helmet, dude.
What a hunt over here. But
so it made
he
his
finally
last
died, the poor
years.
thing, man.
Yeah.
There was some fun. You know, there was something nice in his last years.
Oh yeah.
And
Yep.
When
When
he died not long.
I think
after.
when he ended up passing away, the mama made sure she called the chief and she said she wanted that Station 6 to make sure that they came to let us know that he had passed.
And towards the end, it was all the crews going.
Yeah,
You know. Now I don't think the other crews stayed like we did.
No.
We kind of started it off.
put up with him.
But I will tell you this though, y'all are not allowed to go get squirrels out of a tree anymore. I mean, cats out of a tree anymore. Yeah.
Well, this is how it all started. The lady called at the station. She says, "I got a
Me and
cat in my
Troy,
tree."
me and Troy were captains at Station 10.
No,
I think- Lonnie, you were there.
No, well, we were drivers. Weren't we
too.
drivers?
No, we were captains.
Well, that's right. We were captains.
Lonnie was there too.
That's whenever we called Russell.
Like you gotta kind of have your hands up. Like
But you were there. You Station. That was at
I don't know if I was there. Tell me the story.
I remember
Tell the story.
this is what happened. They called and they said, "Call Russell." Russell was the AC. Said, "Russell, they want us to go get a cat out of the tree. Y'all not going to get a cat out of the tree."
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. We don't do that no more.
Okay.
Okay.
And Russell
Man, we're
had
not-
our back.
Man, we're not going to get the cat out of the tree. We can't. We don't do that no more. I'm sorry.
Insurance.
She's crying.
Well, guess
dude.
what?
She's crying. My cat's been in my
Guess
tree."
what? She ended up calling the fire chief. And the fire chief said, "Y'all gonna get it."
Yeah.
Okay. So Russell calls back, "Y'all gotta go." Okay.
Well,
So
Carl Joseph called first. He thought I went above his head. So I said, "No, dude. All I said is, man, we can't go. Only way we could go is maybe if you call the fire chief." So lo and behold, called the fire chief.
she got his number.
Oh man, Carl Joseph called, chewed my ass out. Russell called, chewed my ass out.
Russell was just mad because he got denied. That's
Yeah,
all.
exactly. Yeah.
He was denied.
Yeah, he got overruled.
He got
So-
overruled.
So I'm on engine 10. Troy's on the aerial on 27. Okay, that's when 7 and 27 was at 10.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
all together.
They were building 7. So it's okay. Now listen, I'm thinking this lady has 6 acres of land with a tree in the yard, and the cat's away in the tree, and it just can't get down. So Lane Perry's my driver. So Lane walks up to it. Now we get there. Before we left, he walks up to her. He says, "Ma'am, you ever saw a cat skeleton in a tree?" No. There you go. She never caught on, of course. You know,
That's
it's
our
gonna
hero.
come down.
Our hero, Lane Perry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hero Lane Perry. Yeah.
But look, it was a tight road.
So yeah, it was a tight little road. So I said, "Look, Marty, I got us into this bullshit." I said, "I'll take the aerial up."
So we set the aerial up. Bebo went get
I
it.
could put my gear on and everything. And so look, y'all, I'm in the air. I'm like this far from that cat to grab it. That's somebody's jump. And y'all, it hit every damn breath on the way down.
Look, I said, Bebo, grab him. The cat actually jumped on top of his helmet. And he did this and he missed it. And the lady was screaming, "Podcast!"
And Troy's laughing, and somebody just flip flopping on every branch. And when it hit the ground, it took off. So Troy's like, "Man, we got your cat." And so I get down, man. We start pulling at the arrow. She says, "Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much." I said, "Look, not a problem. Don't ever call back." I said, "Because I really got my ass chewed for this. Don't call back about a cat." She said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I said, "Don't. That's fine, but don't call back." I was riding with you. So we get this like 2:00 in the morning. We get there, engine 5. It just got there. I said, "Skip, what to do? Go grab a hose off engine 5." Okay. So they said to me, take that 2.5 and go around that coolie and start hitting it. Okay. So I'm sitting on a 2.5, dude. Now a shit is hitting me. I mean, bad. So dude, Troy, Big Boy is with Troy. It's Troy and Big Boy, and Troy was the fireman. I forgot who was the driver.
I was driving engine 6.
Oh, you were driving? So you remember the fire?
Yeah.
Okay. So man, I'm sitting on that 2.5, dude. Y'all, I really got a shit bad. I mean, now it's affecting my sight. So I'm thinking, and look, I'm looking around. It's dark. I said, man, I can cross that fence and go under that. There was a bridge right there. I was gonna go right there, and listen, I'm at the point where I can't, and then I said, well, I'm just gonna let loose. Fuck it. Then no. Then all of a sudden, Troy and Big Boy come and to relieve me. So I'm like, oh, thank God, dude. So I'll go, and Joe Dunan was on engine 5, so he says, "Dore, you want some water?" I said, "Yeah, Joe." I take it. I miss my mouth. He said, "What's wrong?" "Joe, I got a shit so bad, I can't take it no more." He says, "Well, go see Chief Nelson. He's over there." So he's at Burger King. So Gus says, "People, I don't know where to go." So he says, "Go try Taco Bell. They're still open." So I knock on the drive-through. "Yeah, come on in." So man, look, I had a trail, my helmet, my hood, my jacket, my gloves, my air pack. So man, I finally get in the bathroom. I'm gonna letting loose, man. Oh, dude, I hear bop, bop, bop. I'm like, holy fuck, they evacuating the room. And I'm shitting. I'm on a toilet and they evacuating the building. Oh yeah, it's okay. No, the death.
All of this stuff.
No, the death story is okay.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay, so Chris, they were fixing to have
I was a swing driver at the time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
he comes drive for me at 6, and we were having maybe a flood or whatever. They said, make sure you'll have enough depth. There was only 2 trucks in the department that needed depth, 6 and 4. Okay, so make sure y'all have enough depth. All right, so I get on the intercom. Chris, come see. He comes in the office. I said, hey, make sure we got a case of death in the hose room. Got you, Bebo. So he goes back to his truck.
I was mopping.
Yeah, he was mopping. So
Mopping
he's
for the morning.
fucking around. So I'm watching him. I go out the door. I said, Chris, what about the death? Oh, yeah, Bebo, I got you. He keeps on mopping. I said, well, what the fuck? This motherfucker. I said, Chris, you're not going to go check the death? Oh, yeah. It said it's right next to like the
light bulb fluid.
the light,
fluid.
yeah, the blinker fluid or something like that. I said, well,
I had no idea what death was.
Oh my God.
at this point,
It was the trucks were brand new, and none of our trucks had. Oh,
I'm not falling for that.
well,
Bebo has never been serious. in
I
his entire
joke
career.
around too much sometimes.
Too much.
Too much
So
sometimes,
I-
you know.
So he's told me 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Like,
So I
hey,
go.
go check the death. I'm like, Bebo, I got it, man.
Yeah.
What's the diff?
So exactly. So I go in the hose room. There's a case of death. So I grab it. I throw it on the apparatus room. Says, Chris, That's the death. Dude.
No. It's even worse than that. I said, you went and got a random jug of stuff. Yeah?
Yeah, you did.
You were so committed to this joke that you were like gonna go grab a random item and call it death. And then you brought it to, and you were like, this, I cannot believe this.
You could have got a jug of blinker fluid. You'd have blown his mind.
Oh, yeah,
And then you
dude.
brought it all the way to me. This, I see DEF, but then son of a bitch.
It's real. He did, dude. I'm so sorry. I thought you were fucking around. I said, I can't get mad because I do. You know, I joke around so much that I can't.
I thought for sure
You know.
he was playing a game. I said, I'm not getting caught in this prank. As much as y'all mess around, y'all should know. There's something that was going on with it. Scaring people, hiding behind the door.
Oh, yeah.
You were the worst for it. Coming on in.
For Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah, you know, we dressed up.
Skip,
And
Skip.
then we almost had to get that kid out of Johnson Street.
Dude, Skip.
The mama took off.
For Halloween,
Go ahead.
Skip said, Troy, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put you in your
Bucket gear.
turnout gear. We're gonna stick some straw
Some
kind of
hay,
up
I
in
want some
there,
hay.
and then put your gloves on like they not on your hand. Just kind of look like a dummy, you know, and
Like
sitting in
normal.
a chair, and
And I'm giving out the candy.
and had a bucket of candy right in my lap. You were there, Lonnie?
I don't think so.
He wasn't there for that.
Oh yeah.
No.
Because Russell was like, y'all be careful with all that. You know, you don't be scaring nobody. I said, oh, it's fun. We were all,
Oh, yeah,
we
Russ,
were all
we got
into it.
We got it, Russ.
Skip and Bebo really, I was just there. They had to really,
In the chair.
stuff me all up with all kind of stuff. And
Straw.
my boots was just hanging off like, you didn't want to make it look like it was,
that.
right. Just,
Yeah,
stuff,
scarecrow.
You know.
and so they started coming. I was kind of like, I had my face piece on.
Everything.
I had my helmet on, like bunker gear, everything, and then I was just
Like he was
there.
in it, you know, like we just
Yeah.
propped him up.
And they said, "Hey, trick or treat, come get your candy by the fireman." When they would get that candy out of that drawer, I'd go, "Oh." Well, it was fun because we did it a couple of times, but they had one couple.
It fell. The little kid would fall.
One couple that came in and we did that. It was I think two little girls and their mama. When I did that, they ran across Johnson Street, and Russell liked to have a
The
fit.
mama left him. She took off down Johnson. She got so scared. She took off down Johnson Street.
Mom went down across street.
Oh, cross street. If that had been no,
And
if that had been a car, she'd have got run over.
And left
Russell
the
said, "That's it. That's all. It's over."
and left the two kids with us.
Oh no,
Ah.
dude. That was before we did medical calls, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know CPR at the time.
All we do was mouth to ass.
But we scared the shit out of those people.
We did,
Oh, yeah,
but
dude.
but it was fun because we scared so many people.
The kids
Before
would fall
that,
down.
But when that happened, that was it. Russell said, "Y'all cut it. Y'all
Oh yeah.
quit."
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
we had
it.
to quit.
But thank God that wasn't the first person
my
I did.
God.
Oh God, you're right.
Yeah.
And we're right there on the front.
Oh, on the front ramp.
Right on the front ramp. Man,
I
she-
had I have a little pedal fire chief truck. You know, the little kids truck. It's antique. So one day when I brought it one day, we pulled his unit out, and of course we couldn't let him sit on it, so we put a chair, like a little stool behind it, and we got Skip with his helmet on and his radio, like he's going on a call.
Yeah, it's in the yearbook.
That made the yearbook.
Yeah, that made the
I
yearbook.
can't find my earbuds.
I got one. I don't
We
know.
had
if-
one time.
Bring it.
We should have brought the yearbook. That was another thing. Ron Broussard back
can't
in
find it.
19, I think it was maybe 90,
495.
94, 95. He made a yearbook
Yeah.
of the fire department.
Very well done.
Oh God, it was.
Oh yeah.
For the longest time, we always flipped through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
Hey, you said something about somebody said we weren't making medical calls at the time. You all remember the first medical call we made with Russell? I can tell you where we went to Castle Row.
Where?
Castle Row off of
Off of
Gilbo. The very first medical call we made, they had prepped us and
behind Curtis.
yeah. And so they had also prepped the kid in ambulance crews to work with us, but we didn't know. So they told the crews, hey, fire department's gonna be responding with y'all. When they get here, y'all involve them, like give them something to do or something. Well, none of us were excited about making medical calls. So the very first one was on Castle Road. We get there and there's breathing problems or something. So Scott, Dore, and Nicole were on they were Unit 6 too. So we get there. Well, she gives Russell her stethoscope and he chews her out. What do you give him that for? That's your job. He chews her out, and she no. And then she tells us later, like, well, they told us to involve y'all. So man, Russell, we had no clue, and that was the wrong one to try to.
And you know, Nicole and Scott became regular.
They come eat with us all the
They
time.
come eat every day. They were working on Gilbo. They were our friends.
Man, that was a bad time when we started making those medicals.
didn't like
Like
that.
nobody wanted to do it.
They sent us through a 40-hour course in 3 days. And then after that, they gave us this big tackle box, big orange tackle box that says,
Yep.
y'all don't fuck up. Basically, that's what it was about. Hey, you remember them gloves they gave us, dude? They came up there. I still got some. I got them.
Yeah.
I said, man, I want to be cool and be like the
See, Don
EMP
said-
with just half cut. Why do we got to wear all this?
I mean, look, dude, these
It's like
things,
when we're going to wash dishes.
these things was probably an 1/8 of an inch thick. I'm not joking, dude.
You know what that meant? We really didn't know what the shit we were doing.
Yeah. So then look,
Oh yeah.
look, after we go through 10 pairs a day, because we started making calls a lot, they said, oh, hold up, we got to reuse those gloves.
It's a little bit too
You can't reuse them. You can't reuse them gloves.
Yeah, they would tell us that. And then they would even say something like, well, drivers, if you don't look like you're gonna be involved, don't put any gloves on.
Yeah. I mean, no, these gloves came.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I would have brought them because I have some.
Yeah.
Cutting pennies already, Bo.
I saved some because it was like too ridiculous now.
But yeah, and I thought about that poor girl. She didn't know. She was doing what they told her, and she told the wrong one.
Give me that for.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, both of them. Scott Dore and her.
Nicole, what was her name? Leger
Lazy.
and Scott Dore. That was.
Them
We
Dore
became very
okay.
good friends with them.
They even came to our Christmas party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The morning parties, yeah.
And we're not related. Me and Scott.
No, you and Scott not.
He's from Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
Erat. Yeah.
Iraq.
Yeah.
Right. We have hit almost. I think we hit everything on that list. So if y'all ain't got nothing else, I will give y'all the floor. Final thoughts.
We're gonna make a new list.
Chief.
Well, Ariel mentioned a badass firefighter, so she told me to say that, or she wouldn't be my friend. So check that off.
So I'm gonna skip how I usually in the podcast with the questions that I normally ask. We're gonna give up on that. But if you have any final thoughts, where you want to talk about, the fire service, the family that you had, any parting ways of just your thoughts, then I'll give you the floor. If you got anything, go for it. Mark.
I just, I enjoyed my career, enjoyed the people I was with at Station 6, and also
Even
after Station 6, being on relief for 29 years, I knew everybody on the fire department. I mean, from A crew to B crew to C crew, I knew them all. I just wanted to. I became a fire. I just wanted to better the fire department while I was there, if I could. But I enjoyed my career, and I would not give it up for the world. And do I miss it? I miss the people. Yes, I do. God, do I do. I go sometimes on Sundays, bring them donuts at 6, and look, I get there at 6:30, and I don't leave before. Sometimes my wife calls me, it's 10:30, where you at? I got to go. Time flies. And the thing,
man,
that's why I said, people that say,
Chris,
"Oh, I'm
and
glad I'm
Skip
finished without
for
that."
doing
That's,
this.
that's not me.
Yeah,
I think
thank you
it's
very
not.
much.
I think it's a
Yep.
good thing.
I think
Thank
it's
you.
a good thing.
And
Keep up the good
I mean,
work.
nobody never did this before.
No.
So thank y'all.
No, I told you already off camera that one of the biggest issues for me was that all these stories were going to be lost.
Oh, yeah.
10 years
No
down
doubt.
the road,
That's right.
somebody remembers
No.
Marty or whoever.
And I hope people enjoy what we all said. Maybe not. We enjoyed it because we lived it.
lived
I
it.
mean,
Oh, yeah,
we were
laughed.
in it.
Listen,
But
we had a
How
lot
long
of
you been
laughs.
retired?
2 years, 2.5.
Yeah, I didn't want. I wanted to try to hang on to some of that.
yeah.
Bebo, final thoughts?
Oh, I mean, listen, these guys, they taught me how to do a lot. My first fire was with Marty. My very first fire, you remember? It was a chiropractic clinic off of Banks, and
Neither one of y'all went in. I remember that.
I was following him.
It was a messed up
I
deal.
was on the sidewalk. You weren't following me. I was in a white shirt watching y'all. You weren't following me.
Skip, but Skip, even when we got promoted, we were on A crew, so we still had interactions with Skip. We still had interactions with Lonnie. He was
We all
still
stayed
on
on
A
A
crew.
crew.
And then when Skip retired, that kind of went away. Then Lonnie got promoted. We still had interactions with Lonnie. We still have a lot of memories with Lonnie as a
District chief.
district chief and an assistant chief. And then me and Marty were captains for a long time, and we'd see each other
Oh yeah.
all the time. I
we
mean,
stayed on the same crew.
one more story. And you remember when we were at Station 4, you were on the aerial, I was on the pumper. They had that fire across the thing. Big Ball was walking across the yard, and it was cold. And they had a big glass window. So I said, Marty, watch this. I put the thing on a straight stream, and I soaked them.
He did.
So we put the hose down, and we ducked off, and Big Ball was... he's looking like, motherfuckers.
I said, don't dare tell him.
Dude.
Because it'll never
The
be
head
the
right
end.
shouldn't have been that close to the house. That's what our plan was. We tell him we shouldn't have been that close to the house.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of fun. Me and him had a lot of fun. Me and Lonnie, we all had fun.
Oh, yeah, we had fun.
Oh, it did.
We still mess with Lonnie, even though he was our assistant chief.
You know,
He couldn't
Lonnie,
get- he couldn't-
I gotta
he couldn't
say,
get mad
Lonnie,
at us.
the thing about it is we cut up, but I learned from my older people like Skip and Lonnie. And even whenever Lonnie was the AC, I never forget, I told Lonnie, I was a captain. And we had this fire. I told Lonnie, I said, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I had a fatality. I had 2 exposures. I had 2 equipment on my truck that got broken, a hard suction and a missing portable. And I said, and then I had a fire report to make. And we called Lonnie. I said, because Treadway was more or less called Lonnie. And Lonnie said, y'all come do this report at Central. And I said, thank you. Because it was a lot. We all worked together.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we
All worked together. Remember that, Lonnie?
Mm-hmm.
Chief?
Well, my time on the department was memorable. I had a lot of good memories, worked with a lot of good people. And it was probably the high point of my life working over there, with the friends and everything, because we spent more time there than we did at our house, probably. At our own house.
with our families, you're right.
Yeah, we spent more time at the station than we did at the house a lot of times. And it was fun, but the bonds you make with the people is the main thing. And helping the people on the outside world, that was a big thing too. The biggest thing was for me is going to a call and seeing a man and his wife with 2 kids that lost everything. Lost the clothes on their back, their cars, they lost everything. That would get to me. And finding somebody dead in the house too, that would get to me too. But You get over it after a while.
But that,
No, you never get over it.
and you know the thing about it is like I knew Skipper. We were all from Scott, Lonnie. Matter of fact, Lonnie, I never forget the time Lonnie got on the fire department. You remember you
I
came
went
to
to your
the
house.
house
I went to your house.
and you said
I brought you your application.
exactly. And he goes, Troy, you need to come on. I'm on. You were on.
Yeah, you were living on Willow.
Exactly. He had a gold truck.
Mm-hmm.
He came in.
Go now, Lonnie.
Yeah.
He says, I knew Lonnie, knew Skip, but like Bebo, didn't know Bebo. Didn't know,
On the fire department.
Bebo, like, we know Scott, but there's so many other people. You, Chris, there's people that I would have never known in my life
Well,
and
no.
good people. And
Yeah.
w-
That was one of the things that was said to me. And part of this too, which was the back in the day, the old days, that it was really much more of a family. And we're trying to we want to try to maintain that and rebuild it to the best of our ability. And I think bringing guys in and telling their stories, whatever those stories happen to be, is, like I said, it's important to me, and to not only, it's to, like you said, you learning from the guys that are
Ahead of you.
got more time and
Oh,
above
God,
you
yeah.
and all that. That's kind of what, for me, that's kind of what this is. But I hope that, even if it's not these really deep, important, meaningful conversations, just that I really wanted y'all to come on because with the enthusiasm that you told the stories, and then the same thing, all three of y'all would tell these Station 6 stories. It's like there's a family here, and that was really the main takeaway, is that y'all had a family, and y'all really enjoyed y'all's time here. And I wanted to document that and hold it and show how important that was, and that was important for me.
And
So-
I wish old Russ would be here because I'm sure
Yeah.
he could have added to a lot more of this.
Yeah,
And
but
we-
he got mad, though.
And that was part of it. Rusty had said when he heard that I was getting the Station 6 crew together, he said, hey, I can bring my dad's helmet. And for the people that don't know, because there's more people from Lafayette that are not going to be there's people from outside of our department that are going to be watching this, is that we had lost Russell Gulau. We had lost him, and he definitely would have been here. He was definitely part of the conversation.
yeah, he
You
would
would
have
tell
been.
stories about him all the time. And we wanted to kind of bring him in, tell some Russell stories to kind of honor him, because he is part of this
Yeah.
this
yeah,
crew.
no
Yeah,
doubt.
he was part of it,
So-
yeah.
No doubt.
I can see Russell would say, get mad at him all the time, but I still love him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Russell still in the fire department, Lonnie?
Well, Russell would have had
still in the fire department? Still there?
Russell would have had a meal cooked for us right now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
He'd have been cooking.
Rusty has got 25 years now. His son he just hit
25?
he just hit 25, and he goes, man, when those guys, he's gonna watch. I guarantee you, Rusty's gonna watch this episode. And he said, man, ask those guys. They probably knew when I was being bad, because Russell.
Oh God! Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait, let me give the mic's going back to Bebo.
Russell would come in a bad mood. Russell would come. You remember that, Omar?
Oh, yeah.
Russell would come in a bad mood.
I said I got to meet that guy, Rusty.
Say morning. We walk in. Say, morning, Russ. What's so fucking good about it? So I go sit down. Said, Rusty must have fucked up.
And Bo would say, man, we need to get Rusty and beat the shit out of him, because
Oh yeah.
he makes us have a bad day, man.
Start off on a bad
He put
day.
a lot of pressure on us, man. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I never forget when Rusty hit that light pole. It was in the parking lot. That
Yeah.
just bought him a little S-Pin pickup.
the only light pole in a 100-acre parking lot. This
That's
fucking
what
hit it.
That's what Russell said. The only light pole in that parking lot, he hit it.
Yeah, we wanted to beat Rusty up.
Oh yeah,
Every time he does something, we got to pay for it.
I forgot about that.
Yo, that's a stuff. I'd get my unit and leave me. I was going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy how he knew. Rusty knew that his dad was pissed off, and that y'all would be able.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I loved my time with these guys, and they're like my brothers. I don't have no brothers. I don't have sisters, and they were like my brothers. And
Oh, yeah.
and, you know, and I
You
just
know-
enjoyed every single time with them.
We enjoyed the time because Russell would cook. Bebo was our, believe it or not, he was our breakfast man. You know,
Right.
pan Dore, and he cooked
That's right.
eggs, bacon.
Yeah, I still
He
got that skillet. The black iron skillet, I still got
And
it.
look, we'd all drink coffee. Bebo would have his Dr. Pepper. How
I
he would
didn't drink, yeah, I
drink
didn't
his
drink, I didn't
skillet.
drink
You have to
coffee.
sober
back
up with
then. Yeah, that was my party days.
it. Sober him up.
Yeah.
So make sure the cooking machine got Dr. Pepper. Bebo would drink his Dr. Pepper. Sometimes two. Sometimes 2 in the morning. We all drinking
Yeah.
coffee. He would drink his Dr. Pepper.
Things have changed now. Just saying, as you get older.
You drink coffee now, baby?
Oh yeah. dude.
Oh.
I don't drink alcohol as much either.
Yeah, he drinks Miller Lite in the morning. No coffee.
Boy, he was down and us, Skipper.
Oh,
God dang.
that can would collapse. Oh, people got drunk last night.
But
All right.
people-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Oh, we can
I
go
was just
3 more
using him
hours.
again.
When are we gonna do this again? Let's do this again.
Let's all right, so we're gonna wrap the episode up right there. We appreciate it. This is a different type of episode. Once again, it was just stories of family. And I really wanted to get it documented. That was important to me, that I got you guys together to tell the stories that y'all wanted to tell. Skip, Lonnie, Marty, Bebo, we appreciate y'all coming on. And
Thank you all.
yeah, not a big deal. I'm telling you, we enjoy doing it. Me and Skippy have had this conversation multiple times. That I've said it before. The followership, it doesn't bother me. Because I enjoy being around you guys and listening to the stories. So I figure, hey, if we take an extra hour and get some equipment set up and be able to document it, then I still enjoy having the conversation anyway. So,
And Chris, I think what's probably happening, my guess, is some of these, and I hate to say younger people, but a different generation, we didn't have phones. It's just the way it was. It's nobody's fault. We didn't have phones, so we develop relationships. And I think a lot now, phones are entertaining people so much that they're not developing relationships.
No.
And so,
So true.
like one of my things is, man, I had a job that I could fight with something that could kill me. And it was great, and I miss my old captain, but because we didn't have cell phones to entertain us, we probably would have done the same thing.
And as somebody from that generation, yeah.
But
We-
I
yeah.
try to encourage those young guys before I left, like put those phone downs and go ask that guy where he's from, and go ask that guy about his grandfather. Go put the phone down and go talk to him. And
It's not a close-knit society.
yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
And Lonnie's so true with that because, at the station, back in the day, the TV had to be off at a certain time. So we were sitting in the den, and guess what we were doing? We were communicating with each
Yeah,
other.
right.
We
Talking
were
about
talking
this, that, and the other.
and finding out everything, maybe what he did or what needs to be done around the station or around his house or his
Yeah.
family or whatever.
and like if you recognize it or not, Troy was the Scott historian. Like if something happened in Scott, Troy knew in what year and who was there. And
Sports too.
I'm telling you, like,
Very, very good with sports.
so
yeah.
if there was phones,
And win.
there was phone. If we had phones entertaining us, we'd have never had all these stories.
No.
Listen, the country goes Saturday nights. I waited for Saturdays to come
We
around.
did.
Yeah, so we could win.
Sometimes, and look,
Yeah.
look, very simple. Cook a cornbread.
Yeah.
Yep. And we'd sit outside. When it was cool
I
outside,
mean, it
we'd
was
bring the radio
simple.
outside. Remember
It was
that?
just a simple
We'd
life.
sit outside.
So saying that, Skip,
Watch the cars pass.
like, I really do think that they need to be diligent now and purposely build friendships because they're not going to have this as much as they like to hear it.
They're not gonna have
They're
it.
not going to have it if they don't put those phones down and get off of laptops and all that and develop relationships.
Bebo, talking about him with sports. When he was small, he saw me play high school football in Scott.
Oh yeah.
No shit.
Oh yeah. He was a guard.
He remembers me when I played ball in Scott.
That's right.
He's only about 5 years young.
Oh,
Five
oh
years.
he played at Scott High. Yep.
I wish I was
I remember Skipper.
older.
Yep, exactly. He was on the line. Skip was good. Skip was a good football
line.
player, man.
Couldn't remember your portable, but you remember every player.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I knew the quarterback, the running
1967.
How
back.
many yards you threw for, what college did
Oh
you
yeah.
go to?
Where's my portable?
Yeah.
They could have put a football number on your portable.
All
Oh
right.
yeah. It was fun.
All right,
That
so-
was fun.
Yeah, we.
I hope the people enjoy it.
Yeah,
We will stop that.
we hope they do too. But we're gonna call it there. We'll probably end up talking for another hour and a half. But
and
we'll
then see how it went. Huh?
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
All right, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all.